Good, Chad. How are we doing today? Welcome to another stream. All right, because this one's about to get real crazy. All right, listen. As I was going through this, all right, just kind of putting my notes together for this stream today, I was starting to believe that this might actually, instead of being a very interesting stream, this might actually be the most cringiest stream I have ever done. And the reason being is because of Zherka. All right, listen, I have never seen a bigger downfall, all right, since Fuzi at this point, dog. And this guy is having, it seems like they're, at the rate he's going, he's following the exact same footstep, all right? But with Zherka is a little bit different than Fuzi. It seems as though with Zherka, he's content with just burning every single bridge that is absolutely out there, all right? It's called biting the hand that feeds you, apparently, and Zherka doesn't mind doing that. I mean, think about it. The way Zherka came into the business, he came in as a loudmouth, braggadocious guy who basically is who got away with being a shock jock, all right? And that's what a lot of people in this audience, right, when you talk about manosphere, and at least the new age males on the internet, when we see this kind of behavior, they absolutely love a strong man who goes online and just says the craziest things unfiltered, all right? Because to them, that's the equivalent of masculinity. Yes, a man who isn't afraid to say what he wants, but realistically, all they're doing is just being offensive. They're not really actually saving masculinity or being more of a man. They're just, just being shocking, and it's an easy way to get cheap views. Now, in this business, there are multiple ways you can get cheap views, all right? There are ways you can do it like Zherka, all right? You can do it like Fresh and Fit, and what they do is they bring on the girls, all right? Listen, what you got to understand in this business is sex and being a shock jock sells, okay? All right, when you got guys like Zherka saying the N-word, or guys like Zherka asking the JQ questions, right? You get a bunch of guys who gravitate to that, all right? And then when you have a platform that not only is willing to host that, but has women, but not just any type of women. No. We have OnlyFans women's and Pawn Stars, okay? The reason why we have these type of women is because secretly these guys are actually attracted to these girls. But how weird would that be for them to come out and say, hey, we actually love hoes and strippers and porn stars, right? No, that'd be weird. So when they bring these girls on as eye candy, but the trick is they then talk to these girls about traditional relationships, right? Traditional relationship being a man and a woman usually having less body counts and being less promiscuous. And, and these guys claiming to be high value individuals. Well, their preference is for women who are not these types of women they're currently hanging out with, okay? And when you look at the entire history, it's kind of interesting they say this, right? From the Sneakos to the Zherka who we're focusing on today, to the Andrew Tates. You look at the women that surround them, it's all the women they tell you that you shouldn't want, right? They tell you that you're a weak man for simping for these women. You're a weak man for even lusting after this woman. No, you want the good girl out of Nebraska, all right? The virgin girl, some country or bumfuck where whatever the legal age is 16. Oh, according to Zherka, all right, and the people around him, he might be a pedo, right? Because he essentially said a statement, which we're going to play here shortly. It's not me, it's him, all right, where he said he went to a state where having sex with 16-year-olds was legal, and he went ahead and had sex with 16-year-olds, right? And now I'm thinking, is this the troll Zherka, the shock jock Zherka, to say things like that to get some views? Or is there some truth to this, right? And when we watch various other streams, and you actually other evidence that allude to that, right? For instance, there's a guy named HeelMike. Now, for you guys to understand Zherka's overall presence right now as it is on the internet, there are a couple people that you have to factor in. You're looking at Sneako, you're looking at Fresh and Fit, right? You're looking at guys like even for a brief moment Fuzi. But mainly what you got to be looking at is HeelMike, okay? Because HeelMike basically gave Zherka the game and the blueprint, all right, and the living space to take his platform, or whatever you want to call it, to the next level, all right? So these are all the guys who are responsible for who Zherka is as he is right now, right? And these are also the same people Zherka is screwing over actively, okay? And we're gonna go over HeelMike in just a second because realistically, listen, with this guy, he's a Twitch streamer turned hot top YouTuber. All right, he basically, while all the Manosphere dudes were talking about, oh my God, it's unequal that women they get to stream in hot tubs and it makes so much easy money, but we men get banned. Oh my God, right? So you got guys like HeelMike, all right, he's basically like, hey, if women are gonna be hot top streaming, why not just hop in the trend and ride the wave, which he did, and it got him to over 7.4 million Twitch streamers, all right, like that. Like it was crazy. So it just goes to show you that even though some of these guys like to talk against, certain lifestyles or speak out against certain women, these are the style of content they tend to gravitate to. The degenerate, most raunchy shit where they want to see guys and strippers and porn stars in hot tubs doing the most cringiest shit, all right? And evidently, that's the kind of lifestyle Zherka seeks, while criticizing Sneako, rightfully so, for his lifestyle about not being a good Muslim, elevating Zherka's lifestyle as being a Catholic while living in a house that's unholy. It doesn't make any sense to me, all right? But again, just to give you guys that entire backstory, because what we're going to get into is where we left off, all right? The beef between Zherka and Sneako. At this point, like, again, remember I told you those guys, I kind of vaguely listed off those guys that were responsible for making Zherka who he is, and coincidentally, those are the same people he's actively burning bridges with, right? And it wasn't just those guys, right? Well, we can actually argue there are a lot more people Zherka has not only collabed with, but also burned bridges with as he has moved up in his career. And this is where you can tell that Zherka is really at the start of his downfall, because you got some of these guys who are either unwilling to do content with him, or realistically kind of suddenly keeping their distance, or B, just, they're just feeling burned by Zherka just to begin with, and then publicly just saying, hey, we denounce this guy, he's a fucking weirdo, it is what the hell it is, right? You got guys like Abba and Preach, you got guys like Destiny to a certain extent, right? I don't know if why do I keep saying that, if Destiny is still over with Zherka or not. I don't know if their relationship is done, but definitely Zherka and Destiny have like a not so steady relationship. Then you got guys like Andrew Tate, then you got guys like Sneako, right, which is the most recent one. And then the person that has been attached to Sneako recently, Adin Ross, all right? Because recently Adin Ross came out, and apparently he's not a fan of Zherka either. He's not a huge fan of Zherka, especially since Zherka admitted to Adin that he's a pedophile. And guys, like, we about to research this shit, because it's kind of interesting that this guy is saying all this stuff about Andrew Tate. Meanwhile, there's a clip of him going around saying that he fucks 16-year-olds in America. Do what you want to do with that. I don't know, all right? But Adin Ross no longer fucks with him. It is what it is, right? You got Fuzi, but then again, Fuzi's a psychopath. One minute he fucks with you, the next minute he doesn't fuck with you, right? And now, which could possibly be a beef that's going on right now, which Zherka started, okay, is with HeelMike. And I mentioned him earlier, but his name is going to come around again because he actually plays a pretty significant role in Zherka's come up. And I think it's very interesting that out of all of these people, like, Zherka just chooses to starting beefs and then just kicking them out, right? And what he doesn't understand is a lot of these people, when you get to the higher levels of YouTube or streaming or whatever it is, right? What Zherka doesn't understand, and I guess because he's too, his ego's too up there, and, clout's just too strong. He's just too in his head right now. He feels like he can't do nothing wrong. The problem with this is that, listen, when you get to that high of streamers and subscribers and all these guys who are literally getting brand deals, okay, you start to notice that an industry starts to form around it, right? Because then they have to hire crews, they got people they got to pay, they got editors, they got camera people, they got all these different crews, because an industry starts to build around it. So it stops becoming just about you and a camera and you doing whatever you do. It is you, camera, and then other people around the business. Even Zherka, who still doesn't realize it yet, but the crew that he rolls around with that helps him out with his editing and his channels and his marketing, that's all part of that industry. And what Zherka doesn't understand is when you're knocking off people like freaking Andrew Tate, where you're knocking off people like Sneako, when you're knocking all of these people off, and even Adin Ross don't want to even work with you or stream with you, you're actively blackballing yourself from an industry. I know it's YouTube, right? But it's an industry, okay? It starts to become an industry when you get to that high up of a level. And Zherka, the fact that he doesn't get this means that his downfall is imminent. But before we do that, guys, please make sure you get the entire like up, all right? Because we are about to go back to where it all started, all right? Let me get the super chats real quick. There was a super chat from yesterday. Shout out to you. I did make sure to include the Adin Ross clip because it's hilarious. We're actually going to react to it, but thank you so much. He says, BOD says, before we start, shout out to you. He says, before we start, can someone give a summary of what HeelMike is? What does he do exactly? And what is he known for? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. Let's do it. So HeelMike is a individual who used to be a Twitch streamer, right? But then he is a Twitch streamer, but he used to Twitch about, stream about, was it Fortnite? I believe it was like a Fortnite. He was streaming about Fortnite. And essentially, when the whole hot tub streaming started to catch hold, he kind of gravitated to that. Now, he was one of those streamers you can kind of call like an Adin Ross type, but with his own flair, right? And essentially, he's like, he essentially what he's transformed into right now, including after that hot tub streaming, is now the pimp, right? He's a pimp of the house that Zherka lives in. And if you don't believe me, we're about to break that all down in a video. Matter of fact, he indirectly proved that Zherka is low-key scamming when it comes to his own personal business. So we're going to break that down to, oh, there's a lot in this screen we're about to cover. Hit the like button, folks. All right, so HeelMike, essentially, his role gravitated after he started doing more of these hot tub streaming with the porn stars, and, you know, he started inviting more, you know, OnlyFans women, things like that, sexy women that, you know, horny dudes like to see online and donate to. He grew his subscriber count through that, and ever since then, he's been that guy who not only streams with porn stars in hot tubs, but also provides girls to the household that all him, Zherka, and all the other content creators, if you want to call them, live. Okay, so he calls himself a pimp. I'm not the one that said that at all. He calls himself a pimp, right? Which is so funny, like a Catholic like Zherka hanging out with pimps and, you know, rolling with those guys and having sex with those porn stars. It's just so interesting to see how a lot of these guys who come up here and pester you about your life and tell you that you could be doing better, look at them. They're complete degenerates. But briefly speaking, that's who HeelMike is. I think he's a degenerate, and you're about to see that in a second with him and Zherka going at it. Okay, but realistically, yeah. I mean, Zherka's burning bridges with him, so that's what it is. What is wrong with my speech today? Like, I was burning bridges with him. That's what it is. Ace does stuff. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Is there a single red pill or not grifting? No, I don't think so, because it's too easy. That's the problem. It's too freaking easy, dude. These guys, they're like freaking dough, okay? Like, the more you just need a few things and then it's over. They're gonna be eating out of your palm of your hands. You just gotta show that you have some kind of money. You gotta show you got some kind of clout, and you gotta show you get bitches. That's it. If you could prove all of that, these guys will worship you, because realistically, that's what they desperately crave, okay? They're craving digital daddies who are also James Bond character type pimps, okay? I don't know what else you want to call it, but shout out to you. Let's go ahead and get to this video that started the whole thing.
Can't hear him. Sneako, why do you talk to this dude?
Because it's fun. It's good. You can't even lie. Like, if you ever get bored during IRL streaming and you want like a free 2 hours of content, bring him on. He'll yell at you.
Nah, that's like saying if you get really horny, you go on Figueroa Street and you fuck a girl on crack. It's not the same.
It's not the see. It's not wifey material, but it's good like side chick. Like, it's good. It's good for
not even.
It's good panel content.
It's
good
so
panel.
like degenerate levels of the internet. Like, literally nobody knows it. I literally told my friend right now.
Yo.
He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I have a podcast with Zherka." He said, "Who?" I said, "Exactly."
Yo, wait, but he's been doing well right now. He's been trending. He's been like dominating pretty well in
No,
the red pill. In the red pill space.
World?
In the red pill space, he's doing
world?
really well.
In whose world?
Manosphere, red pill.
You Fuzi.
Oh, dog.
Fuzi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you, dog.
Fuzi, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You've been in this game how long?
13 years. You got to put glasses on to talk to me on a FaceTime call?
Hold on. 13 years, you said. OG.
Yeah.
I have more money than you, faggot.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you
And
don't.
hey, hold on. Even if I had a fraction, I shouldn't have played Cashapp that quick because you fucking suck at your job.
Yeah, you know what, Zherka? You know what, Zherka?
As of now, you've got 13 years to July 15th to suck Drake's dick.
Hey,
'cause you're
hey, hey,
you're fucking
hey,
hallucinating.
Sneako, Sneako.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, Zherka,
Let him finish because
daddy's talking.
his mic keeps cutting out. I wanted to hear what he finished that to say.
No, Sneako, listen.
Okay.
Sneako, what do you respect more? The guy who's been grinding for 10 years and has $1 million in his bank account, or the guy who made millions, was in multiple Hollywood movies, had Ferraris, had everything, was the king of the internet, lost it all, went bankrupt, and then made it all back times 10 and has an over $15 million deal? Who do you respect more?
You're a fucking rehab story. You lost it all.
And I gained it all back. I'm a success story, dog. Meanwhile, you're still doing coke.
And he hasn't stopped. Okay, so this right here, guys, was the live stream that kind of set it all off for Zherka, right? It was at least the straw that broke the camel's back. Why? Because apparently, according to Zherka, Sneako has been snaking him this entire time, but he was such a good friend. He was just gonna be able to stomach it all for the friendship of Sneako. Now, here's the one thing you guys have to understand. Zherka does this shit a lot, where he claims to do all this great stuff for you, right? He claims to have your back. He claims to do this. He claims to do that. But ultimately, when you look at the reality of it, he's the one that actually puts you down. He's the one that calls you out. He does all these crazy things to basically put down the people he's around. Matter of fact, Zherka's whole MO, I have never not once seen him around someone he claims he's friends with or cares about and not put them down in the most disrespectful way. Everyone he hangs out with, he does that, right? It's like the guy cannot help himself. And then when he gets called out on this very behavior because it's in fact disrespectful, he then turns around and says, "Oh, why I've been supporting you. I risk my entire career for you." He makes it looks like he almost sacrificed his life for you, and for you to call him out on this BS, it's insane. Now, to be fair, Sneako does the exact same thing, okay? Listen, what you guys got to understand about this whole video we're doing today is we're looking at the greater of two evils, okay? Because these people are all shitty, all right? They're all horrific individuals. I wouldn't want to be friends with either of them on any basis whatsoever. So I think absolutely these guys are deplorable. But then again, it's one of those situations that is so intriguing that you now have to, it not only pulls you in, right? But now you're in a situation where you're like, okay, all right, we're here. But I know these guys suck. But this guy right here is a real piece of shit. Like, you ever had that moment where you have to pick the greater two evils? You're like, God damn it, bro. These two guys are the worst. But this guy, this freaking guy, yo. Like, what is wrong with them? That's what we're in right now. So bear with me because y'all consciousness about to be all kind of twisted, all kinds of way, right? But again, going back to Zherka, he does this, right? So seemingly, after that, there were a bunch of Twitter wars going back and forth because that's what happens with Zherka. But the minute he's done with you or you snake them or he feels as though you snaked him some kind of way, he starts sending barrages of Twitter posts out there about, trying to basically expose your whole situation, right? And why, to justify why he was right in whatever argument he was bringing up that wasn't revealed to the public, right? Yeah, he also does this too, where these guys would have like completely offline arguments, right? Or offline scenarios that go down with Zherka usually spearheading the whole debacle, all right? And then after that's done, he then brings the drama online. So essentially what Zherka ends up doing is he takes private shit and puts it public to try to further humiliate the person he's beefing with. And that's essentially what he did with Sneako. So there was a bunch of back and forth Twitter nonsense that was going on. And then Sneako finally responded with the video, which we're about to play, right? And it was completely hilarious because Sneako basically admitted, "Yo, Zherka, I made you," which, again, you're a piece of shit, Sneako, for putting someone like that on. But realistically, yes, Sneako does have some claim to Zherka's YouTube career. Again, a lot of these guys Zherka have done content with lay claim to Zherka's career. We're looking at Adin Ross. We're looking at Abba and Preach. All right, to a certain extent, I wouldn't say they were friends. Abba just kind of gave him the time of day, and Destiny platformed him, right? But then you're looking at Sneako, Fuzi, maybe. All right, now Adin Ross is hopping on that bandwagon. You're starting shit with HeelMike, and HeelMike has already made it known to you, Zherka, that A, he doesn't miss hanging out with you, and B, realistically, dude, you're ruining a lot of the situation he has with the girls he brings on for his little hot tub weirdo stream, right? So listen, the safety net that's holding Zherka on to where Zherka is right now is fresh and fit. Well, particularly Myron, okay? Once that line falls, if Myron decides, you know what, Zherka, you're a bad product. How about we just, back away from this whole scenario? He's done. That's going to unleash the floodgates of, people just abandoning him in droves, because what Zherka's doing with all these other guys that he's breaking up with, and he seemingly doesn't care, right? What he's doing is he doesn't realize that their audience who would have fucked with you or did fuck with him are going away with the support of the content creators that you were dissing and ridiculing and burning bridges with, right? So they're gonna leave with them. They're not gonna stay with you, right? At the least, I mean, what they're gonna do is just stay and watch you crash and burn, because the internet is sick like that. Okay, they like watching this shit. All right, but that's it. So this is the video that sparked everything. Okay, for this relationship right here.
I made Zherka's career, and he admits it. I don't even say that on the stream because I don't want to come off like I'm egoing him. He will tell you, Sneako made my career. I make his career. And then all you do for months straight is talk shit, talk shit, talk shit. You go on stream, Sneako this, Sneako that, Sneako that, Sneako that. There's some hoes clout chasing off my name, and then you associate. It's just you let somebody stay in your home, and then all they do is just constantly just talk shit about you. I don't care what you have to. What is he saying here? Does anyone give a fuck?
Sneako is such a piece of shit human.
You let somebody stay in your. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That I'm not going to leak what it is, but I took one of the biggest falls for him online. And I said I did something that he did to guard his reputation. And everyone attacked me. And I'm like, whatever. Zherka's used to getting attacked. I can take it. I'm not a Zoomer.
Bro, it's not fucking war. He thinks everything is a battle, attack, defense. Bro, this is entertainment. You're not in here with the sword fighting the satanic agenda. At the end of the day, we are entertaining.
What do you expect? Honestly, Sneako, what do you expect from that? All right, you guys are in a audience group where they believe your whole thing is about war. All right, you guys are at war with other genders. You guys are at war with other religions. You guys are at war with just about everything. You guys have spent the entire latter half of the past 2 years building and festering this audience where they feel as though they're under attack by the Matrix. So what do you think their language is going to be? Zherka was basically created in this, right? He adopted the personalities of these people and what they wanted, and now he's bringing it out there. Okay, so yeah, everything that comes out of his mouth is gonna seem as though there's some kind of battle. Yeah, I took this great fall for you, Sneako, right? And that's typical Zherka fashion. Okay, when he's beefing with you, he tries to figure out what he did for you, right, and then try to throw that back in your face. It's not that he's a textbook narcissist or anything. No, that's definitely not what that means at all. He just likes to throw shit back in your face, to remind you of the favor he did, not realizing he's the whole reason why this whole shit started to begin with. So just keep that in mind. A lot of these guys, when you start to get the sense that they actually don't like the audience that is building them currently, or they just despise them. I mean, they're both. I just said the same thing, right? Either way, I get the feeling that these guys, they definitely don't like their audience, or at least don't respect them anyway, because they just subtly just diss these people over and over again.
Bro, it's not this. It's.
And then I'm like, what the fuck? Why would I lie and protect this fucking literal? Why am I so fucking good to this fucking calling me a fraud for a month? I returned the fucking thing and called him a fraud once, and he freaks the fuck out. And he's waiting for me to like DM him, and I've never DM'd him. Like, there's been a million DMs where he says, Zherka, stop attacking me, and I just delete it. I go, okay. There's like a million times where I say stop, he says stop attacking me, and I just delete. I'm like, okay, if you can't take it, whatever. I'm not a fucking asshole. But this time he's like waiting on me to I don't know, extend an olive branch. Dude's
Zherka is actually not lying here, okay? Because realistically, Sneako cannot take criticism at all. We've seen him when it comes to criticism regarding his red pill beliefs, right? We criticize him for it. He couldn't handle it, all right? When it comes to criticism about his religion, look at how he's treating Islam right now. He cannot handle it. This guy has built the audience of a bunch of actual Muslims who are calling him out consistently, all right, on his haram behaviors, and he is sick and tired of it, right? But the thing is, he's so he's I don't think he's self-aware enough to realize that he created that. When you grift into certain things or you use certain people's faith and beliefs as a way to grift in just to increase your viewership, well, of course, some of those people that jump on the bandwagon of Sneako, they're serious about their faith and religion. So if they see you hanging out with prawn stars in hot tubs, or they see you with these girls on your couch and they're both making out and you're acting these behaviors, they're gonna constantly just call you out. So essentially, Sneako has created an ecosystem of his own demise, right? It's like he's in his own personal hell. That's essentially what Sneako's in right now, where he gets tormented every time he goes live by his audience because he's doing haram things. And the thing is, this is the life Sneako really wants to live. He wants to live the life of a heathen, right? Someone who's a non-believer, someone who just wants to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And listen, Destiny said it best, all right? He wants all the clout of being a Muslim without the actual work it takes to be a Muslim, which is so insane, right? But Zherka isn't wrong there, right? That's what it is. And another thing Zherka mentioned is that Sneako is waiting for something from Zherka, right? He's waiting for that olive branch. Sneako is waiting for an apology from Zherka. He actually ends up admitting that in a later video we're going to play it when he and Adin Ross gets on. It was a weird situation as a whole, but yeah, that's exactly what Sneako is waiting for, which is like, what is wrong with you drama queens? Like, what? All of a sudden, now you just look, you broke my heart. I'm waiting for an apology. It's like, what is wrong with you guys, bro? This is supposed to be a space for masculine men, and I'm seeing just a bunch of bitches. It's just insane how this is all playing out, Chad.
such a homo.
Okay.
And what kind of like?
No, I don't want to extend an olive branch. Like, if you don't want to be cool, fine. I don't have the time to keep, like,
That's a lie.
Being good to people that are not going to be grateful about it. I made your career. I revived you. Your career was dead before me. I put you on, and you know it, and you tell people that. This is not new information. If that is that enough to be like, respectful of somebody else, then fine. I don't want to talk.
This right here was literally fighting words. All right. When Sneako said exactly what he just said, all right, I made Zherka. All right. Zherka lost his shit. Okay. He went crazy. But pay attention to that point right now. And realistically, Sneako has a claim there to his career. But where Sneako is wrong in, he wasn't the only one that made Zherka. Okay. He wasn't the only one. Again, there are a lot of different content creators that can lay claim to Zherka's fame. Okay. Zherka, realistically, he would be nothing without the infrastructure and the industry around him right now. But the problem is this guy is setting a fuse to the industry that is helping create him, which is just interesting to watch. But yeah.
I don't want to be friends with somebody like that. I'm done being around that. That's it. I don't want, it's that. If that's how you want to move, go ahead, bro.
Dude, the influencers I'm around find it shameful to whisper in Adin Ross's ear, "Don't stay with John Zherka." Like, who does that, bro? That's got I unfollowed John Zherka. Like, they're eating together. Hey, Adin, I know you refollowed Zherka for your own reason, and you have your own reason why you refollowed him and like him. But let me just tell you why you should go back to unfollowing him. It's like, who the fuck does that? Could you imagine me sitting down with someone and going, "You need to unfollow Sneako"?
Okay. Didn't happen. That's just not true. But it's fine. It's fine. I think a lot of this drama stuff is really corny, bro. I think it's just a waste of time. And especially if you're the person who think you're always attacking and at war. Like, why are you fucking ankle biting everybody who's, agrees with a lot of what you say? All you did for months straight, because I'm friends with the Tates, and all you're going to do, blah, 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 like yell at them, and it makes me look bad. You can understand entertainment. Okay, fine. I'm done doing with the Tates, then you move on to me, and then Fousey, and then Fousey's a homo, Fousey's a homo. Fousey gets 75,000 viewers. Fousey, I love you so much. You're the best. He's clearly spiraling. Keep going, Fousey. It's just weird, man.
Listen, dude, if Sneako is calling your antics weird, knowing fully well this guy's a bona fide grifter, it usually means that's the end. And we actually pointed that out in this stream too as well. Not this particular stream, but in previous streams. So go ahead and check it out. But please, before you do, get the lights up. Here's the thing. Zherka, it just didn't make any sense, right? Someone like Fousey, who owned you completely. He made fun of your physique, which was hilarious. He made fun of your clout, which was hilarious. He made fun of the fact that you didn't have money. He made fun of the fact that you were insecure. The reason why all this was hilarious because these are the very same things that Zherka uses to criticize other people. The same as Sneako, Andrew Tate, and all these other people, right? Physique and everything. So Fousey completely humiliated you, Zherka. And then the moment you see Fousey doing live streams with top-notch numbers, which I believe were botted, right, to a certain extent, all of a sudden you're on this guy's dick, right? Because he slaps Neon on stream, which was completely insane because he's having a meltdown clearly, right? Just to lay hands on people, that's dumb. But you were on his dick. So when first of all, people who used to support you, like Sneako and things like that, when they look at that, they're like, what? Is this guy even real? I literally hung out with him. He shitted on Andrew Tate, who's my papa, right? Because that's Sneako's daddy. Sneako's is the mini-me, right? He's been crapping on Andrew Tate, and then when I tell him to stop, he craps on me. Is this guy really a good friend? I don't want to hang out with him. And look what he's doing with Fousey. He started to beef with Fousey for no reason, and now all of a sudden finds out Fousey's famous. He wants to go ahead and just lay up on him. It's just so weird. I'm out, right? So Sneako's out. And here's the thing. Is he wrong to do that? No, he's not wrong to do that. Again, Sneako is a piece of shit. I can't believe I'm even defending this right now. But Zherka is that unhinged, okay? Again, listen, here's the thing. And I gotta say this right now before we get into the next clip, because the next clip is Zherka responding to this whole thing. But what I gotta say is this. Everyone around Zherka that is now complaining that they're sick and tired of Zherka's attitude, right? You guys have been hanging around this guy this entire time. You guys have been drinking. You guys have been ignoring his wild antics, which should have been a red flag for either you guys being around this guy that, hey, this guy, Zherka, may spiral out of control at some point. But you guys ignored all of that. You guys just kind of put blinders on and allowed Zherka to get away with the shit. You didn't even try to help him get his drug problem under control. None of you guys did that. All of you guys sat in that house and were enablers to his behavior. And now it's gotten too much for you where that same behavior that you guys used to support and promote because it gave you clout, it's now negatively impacting you and your business. So all of a sudden it's a problem. Why didn't you call it out then? Or if you guys were actually real friends, Sneako, or any of you guys who've been doing content with this guy, right? If you guys actually cared about him, why not do more to curb his drug problem? Because now we're seeing that it's leading to a massive spiraling out of control. Like, this guy doesn't realize he's fucking up the industry. When guys like Adin Ross, who is like top tier streamer, especially on like these third-rate platforms like Kick, because I think Adin Ross right now, he's like the gateway. Okay, think about this, right? Because these guys are literally, they're forming a new industry in front of our eyes, right? So you got Sneako, who's the head of like getting people to join up and sign up with Rumble, right? There's a lot of content creators that he's been passing through and recruiting onto the Rumble platform. And Adin Ross is the exact same thing, but for Kick, right? He's been trying to get a lot of people to get on and sign on to Kick, including guys like Fousey and Sneako, some of these other guys too as well. I think he even tried to get other content creators that are notable. So yeah, that's what I see them doing. They're working as hitting hands for like Rumble and Kick to try to get people to grift onto the other platform so they can get even crazier. But Yeah, it's like when you're messing with people like Adin Ross and they don't even want to, do content with you anymore, or they think you're a weirdo, you're screwing up the bag for yourself. So let's go into Zherka's response to this whole thing, which I found completely hilarious.
The flight to Miami. I don't remember that. Start answering questions that, like, dude, that never happened. I went on Twitter and said I'm going to kill myself. I still remember how I missed that flight. Actually, I don't want to talk about that. I'll just start getting angry. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. I turn into the Hulk, bro. Oh no, I turn into Sneako. I'm unfollowing. I'm blocking Zherka because after Sneako, you're such a weirdo. You called me a fraud for being around for a month. You went in a hot tub with and I called you a fraud once and you unfollowed me. Like, you got the weakest, thinnest skin I've ever seen. The difference why I never unfollowed Sneako when he called me a fraud is it didn't hurt. I'm not a fraud. But when I called him a fraud, it hurt.
Zherka, you're a fraud. You're a fraud. The reason why, like, Sneako's having a hard time with you throwing it back at him is because you're guilty of the same thing, okay? You're trying to call him out publicly because you know for a fact he's not living his life like a true Muslim. You try to call him out publicly. Matter of fact, you actually actively try to shame him. But when you do it, Zherka, you leverage your Catholic and good Christian value privilege over him. You leverage that. You say, hey, look at Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's gay, and look at me. I'm a Catholic. I don't stray that way. I'm the truth. I never lie. You're doing all these things, but you don't realize that, no. You are the hypocrite. You are the person that you're shaming right now. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black. That's why it makes no sense to Sneako, and it kind of stings, right? And listen, you can't take criticism. He can't take criticism. You both are just shallow, egotistical morons. How about we just agree to that? Like, it's like both of you guys holding the mirror to each other and then say, no, you're the fraud. No, you're the fraud, right? It's like that Spider-Man meme when they're all pointing to each other like, hey, you're the fraud, or you're the... It's like, no, you're all the same people. That's why you can't stand each other. And I'm loving all this. Let's continue.
It hurt because someone he respects called him a fraud. He's like, well, Zherka, that do be hearing voices like he takes his religion serious. It's not really a Andrew Tate grifting with Islam. So it hurt him. He's like, if Zherka's calling me a fraud, then it's true because that guy destroyed his whole life telling the truth. And Sneako, this is Sneako. Yeah, I do follow trends. And he smiles. Like, he admits I'm a businessman. It's entertainment. He used to say that to me and Nick Fuentes. It's entertainment, John. Just entertainment. And Nick and I would be like, wait, what? We're talking about a holy war. You're talking about entertainment. As in, like, bro, this is not even real to him, bro. And I used to, like, say to him, I'm like, you don't even believe in these conspiracies. It's not real to you. And he would be like, please close that gate. Thank you. Yeah, I used to be like, you're not even a conspiracy guy. And he'd just laugh it off. Like, he's like, yeah, it's not real to me. I've never talked Sneako. I even said on Twitter, I'm such a good friend.
Listen to this narcissist talk, right? I have never shit talked Sneako. Bro, you do it live on stream. You humiliate this man. You bitch him out on stream, bro. And now you're all of a sudden, when he's reacting to it and retaliating to it, you're like, I have never talked shit about Sneako. I have always been such a good friend. This guy is a textbook narcissist. Like, he's not, he doesn't see like where he goes wrong. And then again, I gotta remind y'all, this is Sneako. Sneako's the exact same way, all right? But it's just the fact that we're sitting here listening to Zherka, knowing fully well that he started that Twitter barf, like trying to expose Sneako after that stream with Fuzi, right? Come on, bro. This is you. You started the tweets. Matter of fact, even people in his own chat right now were roasting him, right? Because they were like, yo, get your shit together, right? So this guy says, funny how everyone hops on a bandwagon and hatred emerges. Now everyone hates Zherka for being what he's been from the start, right? Another one said, I appreciate how Zherka's unfiltered, right? They like that shit. Another one says, as much as I fuck with Zherka, he was the one dropping the tweets against Sneako, right? So people calling him out, right? This guy says if he will continue to shit on people he collaborated with, he will have nobody to collaborate with. Also, him thinking out loud should leak something about someone makes him a threat for anybody that would want to work with them. So this guy's basically saying that even Zherka thinking out loud is a liability because he might accidentally divulge information that might expose other people. And realistically, there's a lot of truth to that because that's essentially what part of the reason a lot of relationship has broken apart for Zherka, because he publicly releases information that was privately given to him, right? And he's not a trustworthy friend you can trust a secret to, and that's what a lot of people, even his own fans, are noticing, right? Zherka was on fire a little while ago when he came up, but you can tell it's all in his head now. Zherka burns bridges and blames the others for not putting out the fire. He's so emotional with all that muscle. It's his fault that Sneako and him aren't friends. Again, all right, people, you can't disagree with this. Zherka is the one who's burning the bridge here. I don't care for the rest of you Zherka tards out there who are thinking, oh, yeah, he's still innocent. Sneako's the problem. I don't give a flying fuck. Even some of his own audience are starting to realize that Zherka is more of a problem to himself than whatever movement he's fighting, right? Some people are trying to get him to go back to fresh and fit, right? Because that's where he was at his funniest, right? Listen, there's so much more. And a lot of people, he's starting to feel that a little bit, which is very, very interesting to see that go on. But again, I digress. Let's continue with this madhouse that he's calling content here.
Sneako is such a piece of human that I'm not gonna leak what it is, but I took one of the biggest falls for him online, and I said I did something that he did to guard his reputation, and everyone attacked me, and I'm like, whatever. Zherka's used to getting attacked, I can take it. I'm not a zoomer. And then I'm like, why would I lie and protect this literal human? Why am I so good to this? It's been calling me a fraud for a month. I returned the thing and call him a fraud once, and he freaks out. And he's waiting for me to DM him, and I've never DM'd him. There's been a million DMs where he says, Zherka, stop attacking me, and I just delete it. I go, okay. There's a million times where I say stop. He says stop attacking me, and I just delete. I'm like, okay, if you can't take it, whatever. I'm not. But this time he's waiting on me to I don't know, extend an olive branch. Dude's such a. And what kind of dude, the influencers I'm around find it shameful to whisper in Adin Ross's ear, don't stay with John Zherka. Who does that, bro? That's got I unfollowed John Zherka. They're eating together. Hey, Adin, I know you refollowed Zherka for your own reason, and you have your own reason why you refollowed him and like him. But let me just tell you why you should go back to unfollowing him. It's who the does that? Could you imagine me sitting down with someone and going, you need to unfollow Sneako? No, it's not the clip with Layla. Are you really think it's Layla making a joke? It's because they're eating dinner yesterday, and I tweeted, this trio sucks. And I didn't mean it I didn't watch the boxing stuff. Maybe it was funny and stuff. But Neon, Adin, and Sneako just looks like Adin is carrying. Adin's literally carrying because Adin can do some goofy things. But God forbid Neon and Sneako stop trolling for a second. They become so boring. When I stop trolling, everyone gets depressed and we get meaningful. But some streamers, when they stop trolling, get boring as. And so I was like, yeah, Aiden's carrying it because he's still being a little goofy.
I like how he says this because realistically, Zherka, you're not funny. People are laughing at you. And realistically, the people who genuinely think you're funny, they're not normal people. These are cringe backwater incels. I'm sorry. You just have to call a spade a spade. So you going at an Adin Ross and saying he's the only one carrying a team and, if it wasn't for him, everyone else would be on funny. That's not true. Part of the reason why Sneako is still successful and still has people following him and loyal to him is because there is a bit of comedy or entertainment to the value he provides out there, even though he's completely bullshitting, right? Because you ask yourself, why? Like, a lot of people realize that Sneako is an obvious snake, right? He's a bullshitter. It is what it is, right? Could we call this guy out for what Sneako is? The reason why, even though he gets called out, people still bounce back to him because his content is entertaining at the end of the day. Zherka, you're just draining, bro. Like, you having a conversation with you is literally equivalent to pulling teeth. It's the most draining thing in the world because you're just so goddamn dense. You just don't get it, dude. Realistically, it's like, listen, I don't think you understand how much of a chore it is to keep a conversation with you. You're like the Albanian vampire, okay? Just the goddamn energy vampire. You suck the energy completely out of the conversation, if not out of the room. Okay, this is why over time people can't tolerate you anymore. You just get intolerable, and before you know it, you're out on your ass, homeless again, like you were in Canada. So come on, bro. Like, lay off the fucking drugs and get your life on track. It's not these other people who are causing your downfall. It's you, the man in the mirror at the end of the day. So after this weird live stream, there was some more Twitter back and forths, right? Because that's where all the wars are happening. But eventually, Sneako and Adin Ross were doing a stream, all right? And this is before, Adin Ross, started to, have problems with Zherka himself. But realistically, they had a stream, and essentially, Zherka was going to come on, and he was going to, talk to Sneako because Sneako and Adin Ross had a conversation behind the scenes, okay? Because Sneako is expecting something from Zherka. But again, now we have to remind you at this part about how fake Sneako is, all right? Because we also have to, all these values we're attributing, or I won't say values, these negative values we're attributing to Zherka, they also equally apply to Sneako. So Sneako is also that snaky, secretive guy that doesn't tell you the whole truth and things like that, right? But he actually expected something out of Zherka from this particular stream they did with Adin Ross, but it just didn't happen the way they wanted to. And what transpired afterwards was pretty cringe, to just kind of say the least. So let's go ahead and play the video. Guys, at the moment, please get the likes up. Let's go.
What kind of shit? What are you wearing?
What do you want, you boy?
Pedophile. I was actually coming in here because Sneako said he wanted to talk to you. So I was waiting on.
You call me a pedophile?
Yes. Yeah. Sneako told me you're a pedophile.
Yeah, I am, but I didn't know you knew. Like, what the fuck is Sneako just talking shit?
Wait, you're actually a
I
pedophile?
like those 16-year-old girls.
I mean, it's a little bit weird, don't you think?
What is called pedophile? No, dude, I went to a state where it's legal, and
You don't think it's weird to fuck 16-year-olds? It's a little weird.
No, it's weird, but they're so hot, dude. I went to a state where it's legal, and I just fucked one.
Yeah, nah. Come on, bro. Yo, Sneako.
Again, you would actually think he's joking here, but there are people around Zherka that subtly hint at this, all right? HeelMike, in a stream that we're going to play in just a second here, actually admits that, right? Because he says something like, oh, when you were dealing with your teenage girlfriend, right? What does he mean by that? What is he referring to it? Did Zherka actually smash a 16-year-old? Is that actually a thing that happened? Or are we actually here watching a bunch of young men follow a bunch of pedophiles and they're bragging about it? Is this what we've come to? Like, guys, we have to actually get to the bottom of this, right? Because why is it that everyone around Zherka is saying making these pedophile claims? Like, what is going on? But I digress. Let's let this weirdo in a Mario costume continue.
Oh, Sneako, how you gonna tell me to add him and then leave? Listen, by the way, you were right. I unfollowed you on Twitter because somebody close told me to unfollow you. You were wrong about that. I won't lie to you.
No, if your boy says unfollow Zherka and you don't do it, you're a bitch.
Facts. See, so
you're real life.
What happened?
And Adin, I don't see us ever actually being friends, so you don't have to apologize.
I wasn't apologizing. I was just telling you
for clout.
No, yeah, for sure. I wasn't apologizing. I was just telling you straight up. Wait, so I have a question though. Why did you and Sneako stop talking?
Long story short, Fuzi and someone else, there's some influencers who asked, is Zherka your friend? And he's like, well, not really. And then he like disavowed me because I was attacking Andrew Tate too much. I was calling him a bald homosexual on Twitter. And he's like, Zherka's the biggest Tate hater. I can't with this guy. And then he totally like threw our friendship in the garbage. And then, yeah.
So again, here's Zherka verifying that it was that Fuzi 2 stream that was a straw in the camel's back. Okay, he's verifying that when Sneako disavowed him, okay, that was it. That was the last straw for the friendship. Not the fact that he was Sneako. If Sneako got like, listen, if Sneako kept doing streams with you while you kept shitting on Andrew Tate, all right, it's gonna look bad on him and potentially jeopardize his money. It's not saying that he actually cares about Andrew Tate. Personally, I think Sneako only uses Andrew Tate's name for clout, right? So he's happy to play that role as long as he's getting the clout from it. But he's not gonna sit there and let you jeopardize his bread by having Andrew Tate not want to fuck with Sneako no more because he's hanging out with a dweeb like you that wants to shit on him. It just doesn't make any sense. Myron even called out Zherka on his stream multiple times, telling Zherka, don't stop building freaking rifts between us and Andrew Tate. We don't want that. You keep coming up through our platforms and calling Andrew Tate gay, and you're saying all these different things, all because his brother called you a dweeb for your lie you made up on a Twitter post. Okay, stop it. And Zherka is not getting that hint yet, right? Adin Ross, who he's about to reveal to you right now, also fucks with Andrew Tate. Like, Zherka doesn't understand that once you understand how this industry works, where a lot of these young men are gravitating to these guys who are moving to, I don't know what you would call this new space, right? But when you want to call this, these guys, what ties them all together is the cult of Tate, okay? Everyone in this group right here, they fucking love Tate. So it tells you what side is going to be on the winning end. And it's definitely not going to be Zherka's side at the end of all this. Just keeping it real with y'all.
But bro, Tate's a good guy and he's great for the youth. And you know, I don't really know why you would say that either. You know, Tate's amazing.
I don't know, Aiden. Sometimes I think like, is Tate really that great?
He is. I think he is. He's better for the youth than most people you see on the internet. You know, I think Tate's.
Oh.
You're such a tard, Adin Ross. You're such a freaking tard, dude. Like, what the hell? Yeah, Andrew Tate is such a better role model for the new age guys. Yeah, okay. We'll see why in a second, because all these guys, they love hanging around OnlyFans women and prawn stars. Okay, so it makes sense why they idolize a guy like Andrew Tate, including guys like Zherka, as much as he doesn't want to admit it.
You mean you're right. When we think of Logan Paul and those homosexuals, Tate is the best. You're right about that.
Bro,
you agree Logan Paul's a faggot or no?
I mean, he has a wife, bro. I don't think he is, to be honest. He has a wife.
It's a woman.
I'm saying Logan Paul has a wife. He's engaged with a girl. You know, his fiance.
This is so funny. This is so freaking funny because Zherka is here shitting on Logan Paul, right? And give the criticism where you want to give it. I don't care. All right. His girlfriend, if you want to say he made the right choice, it is what it is, bro. But again, I tell you, a lot of these guys who start getting money, they live weirdo lifestyles. So you have to be cognizant of that. Okay. But I find it so interesting that Zherka is sitting here shaming Logan Paul all because he's seemingly dating a woman that has a lot of past and history. Meanwhile, this guy is seen on stream with women who have a lot of past and histories, all right? Some of them he's actively admitting that he's in love with, okay? He's making that known. This guy is like literally a massive walking hypocrite. Even Layla, that little underage girl, or at least we thought was underage, turns out she's not, okay, that was sitting on Zherka's lap. Y'all remember that when they were doing that one stream? This girl right here, Layla, she's actually married. Well, she's not married, but she's fixing to marry a simp, okay, from a Mormon community, okay, and she already has a kid with this guy, okay, so she's out here, all right, in this house with guys like HeelMike, guys like Zherka, while she has a whole kid, right, yet she's dealing with Zherka, who's supposed to be a Catholic and live by God. Make this make sense. This guy has the balls to shit on Logan Paul. It's like telling me you live in a glass house while throwing stones at other people without telling me you're doing that. This guy.
So
yeah, but let's be honest. Let's be honest, Aiden. She hit the lottery with him. He's like $100 million Chad, and she's a fucking nobody.
I mean, yeah, fair enough, but at the same time, man, you know, it's she. You know, I don't think Logan's gay.
And
she's marrying a girl.
Old. No, but that's the thing. Think of it like this, Aiden. If gayness is just man on man,
yo, Sneako, join the show, leave him, bro. I only did this shit for Sneako, bro.
To dress, that's gay. Even though there's, who the fuck are you muting, a little fucking? Don't do that.
I had to get Sneako in here.
Whatever.
Don't tell me you leave now too.
I'm here.
Why are you leaving, bro?
Like,
you were gonna leave me alone with this cokehead? Are you crazy?
Is this mic working or what?
I don't know, bro, but like, I don't leave me alone with him, bro. The fuck?
You're the one who added him.
You told me to.
This is so strange.
What are we doing, bro?
I don't know, Aiden. Aiden, can you be the one friend that's my age in this industry that's not going to stake me?
Yes, I got you.
Gideon too.
Aiden.
It's funny Sneako is saying this, even though he snaked people in this industry already. So it's just funny him saying, "Hey, Aiden, please, I feel like I've been, snaked by everybody else, but please don't snake me like this guy Zherka obviously has done." All right, it's just weird.
Should I get on my PC? Is this lagging?
Yes, get on your computer, please.
So I'm gonna be here for more than 5 minutes. I should go upstairs.
I think so.
No, what the chat saying that you want? The chat saying you want to say something. You don't need to go to the PC. I'm not going to say that long. I mean, unless you guys want to talk.
Okay, all right. I wanted to say, Sneako, I wanted everyone to know. Twitter.com/Zherka official, man. You guys are missing out if you're not hitting follow on. It's a joke.
Oh, you ruined it. All right.
Oh my God, yo, Zherka, hey, dog, hey, yo, you burning bridges for real, dog. They hung up on you right there. They're like, hey, go fuck this dude, bro. Hey, listen, there's a reason why they did that, okay? Because they were expecting something from Zherka, but Zherka decided to just, be Zherka and troll again. Why are we upset about this? You guys were mad when you were getting the views off of him, now weren't you, right? And by you guys, I mean Sneako. None of these guys had a problem with it when it was okay for Zherka to do this trolling nonsense and get views off of it. But the moment it gets to a point where it's annoying and it becomes intolerable, right? All of a sudden, you guys are like, fuck this guy, bro. Like, again, Zherka, this goes back to my earlier point, okay? You're draining. You're an absolutely draining individual, okay? It's funny that you reference Adin Ross carrying Sneako and Neon and all some of these other guys when they were in that one stream together. It's funny that you're criticizing that as Sneako not having talent, Neon not having talent, right? Because, they don't, without their trolling, they'd be nothing. But Zherka, if we look at you, people don't like you, dude. Like, even just hanging out with you, it's a total drain. You're the Albanian energy vampire. You just suck all the energy out of the room, and people don't want to deal with you. Now, let's continue, because this is where Sneako starts to become hypocritical with this whole thing, right? But let's continue and play it.
Well, Sneako, I'm calling you privately.
So now they're on a private call.
That's kind of funny.
They're on a private
No
call.
way he did that for that. Like, what the fuck was that? You're muted. You're muted.
Aiden. So now full circle with the conversation, because this stream has been terrible. Like, we're low energy. It's kind of like awkward, stuff like that.
I'm sick. To be fair, my energy is bad. Yes, I know.
Zherka drained the energy in the room. It's all gone. Hey, what am I saying, bro? Like, the nigga comes in and everything's just sapped out of the room, bro. That's Zherka right there. I don't know why people find this type of individual so entertaining. I find him draining more than anything else. Ace does stuff. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Does Zherka have a kid? I don't think so. But the girl he's dealing with right now, Layla, y'all remember that girl that looks young, but she's 20? She has a kid. She's a single mom who's also a prawn star that Zherka is simping all over. But likes to pretend he's not simping over, which is weird. But yeah, these guys and their lifestyle is just so weird.
you're sick and I'm feeling uncomfortable. Adin, you're rich, you have influence. There's a lot that you could do to inspire, and your stream has a lot of potential right now. They all want to see you succeed. They all want to see
Yes,
you
I know
well.
this. You said this before, yes.
Right, so you need to have the right people around you. We need to have like some sort of right message. You can't just be doing things only for clout. It needs to like be centered on something that's positive.
You just
It's funny that he says that because everything Sneako does is solely for clout. This guy doesn't have a genuine bone in his body.
just told me to do that. You told me to add him in. I wasn't gonna do that unless you literally just told me to
Got him. Let's play that one more time.
Or yes.
Right, so you need to have the right people around you. We need to have like some sort of right message. You can't just be doing things only for clout. It needs to like be centered on something that's positive.
You just told me to do that. You told me to add him in. I wasn't gonna do.
It's like Sneako thought he was gonna be slick. And listen, Sneako also plays these games. Okay, listen, y'all remember with Brandon Buckingham, all right, with Brandon Buckingham and the same kind of game he was playing with the streaming with Brandon, where he called Brandon out of the blue, but Brandon had no idea that Sneako was streaming at the time, and Sneako tried to go ahead and convince Brandon to apologize to him. Brandon did, thinking it was like a private situation with Sneako, not realizing that Sneako was broadcasting this whole thing live, completely misrepresenting the situation to make it seem like Brandon Buckingham was, apologizing for the nonsense that he did. Meanwhile, the full story proves that Brandon Buckingham was right the entire time. He never said he was going to R-word Sneako's girlfriend. Sneako made that up. And the fact that he pulled that whole scheme together to make it look like Brandon Buckingham was apologizing for that scenario, it was just crazy. It's similar to what he's doing here. Offline, he's talking to Adin Ross, telling him, hey, bring Zherka up there. Bring Zherka online, right? Because he's expecting an apology from Zherka. That's how weird these guys are, right? Oh, you guys are masculine men. You gotta apologize to me, even though I'm gonna slander your name on Twitter later. It's like, what? So Sneako privately told Adin to platform Zherka solely so Zherka could apologize to Sneako for hurting his feelings. But then Sneako live is trying to make it seem like, oh, Adin, why didn't you even bring this guy up here, right? He just wants so much clout. Like, try to put it on Adin. And Aiden's like, no, hey, bro, we got to get this straight. You told me to bring him up. I didn't just randomly bring him up. Look at the face Sneako's making. It's like, oh, wait. You weren't supposed to say that. Why did you say that? Checkmate.
Unless you literally just told me to get Zherka in here.
Yeah, I know, but I knew he was going to do that. I was wondering if he was going to apologize. He didn't. But this is what I was saying. Like I told you that there's a lot of these people that like, bro, do you know what guys like him are saying about you? Like when you're not on stream?
I don't take him seriously. I don't care about Zherka. I don't care. Bro, he's never gonna be my friend. I don't care what you. I brought him in here because you said to Adam. You literally said, Adam, fuck it.
Yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't have added him if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. But how do you, you've been in this longer. How do you have balance the work and real relationships?
I have
it's getting weird because no other generation has had this problem because everything is online.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I have no friends in this industry, bro. It's sad. I have no friends in this industry. That's the truth. No,
you wouldn't say Neon Cheeser.
I've known I was cool. I was close to them before I was this. It's different. I thought people were my friends at times, but it's they're not my friends because I have to question it constantly. It's true. There's people I can kick it with, and there's people that I can be friends with at the time, and all these things. And it's but if they're my friends, how do they not check up on me when things are wrong and shit? And I'm not trying to make it all about me. It's the same goes to them. I don't know, bro. Sometimes I just feel like this industry is just super fake. It's not just because the people in general are fake. It's because this industry is fake. This industry is not just what people think it is anymore. It's not just streaming and gaming. It's evolved. So it's now it's lifestyle, and now it's actual it's different.
So what Adin Ross is saying here is exactly what I was telling you, and this is going to lead to the biggest reason why Zherka is going to have a downfall, right? Because he's explaining the industry, right? It stopped being about funds and games and Minecraft streaming and Fortnite streaming and any of that, right? And it started to become an actual industry, like kind of like no different like the music industry, like, you know, maybe a little different, but similar, right? It becomes an industry, right? Because now people are out to get money. They got brand deals on the line. You got sponsorships on the line. You got super chats and fans on the line, right? All of a sudden, people are incentivized to be fake. So Adin Ross isn't lying in this scenario right now. He's telling you, like, hey, listen, I don't trust nobody. I don't have friends because, you know, everything's fake. And the reason why it's fake is because YouTube isn't what YouTube is anymore. It's become an industry. The very same industry Zherka found success in, but now is actively trying to burn bridges with every single one of them, right? So you got Adin Ross. He's on the bandwagon of fuck Zherka. Sneako is already on that bandwagon, right? And as we go forward, there are more and more people who are hopping on this bandwagon, all right? And one of them is it's going to be a guy we're going to call HeelMike. That's his name, HeelMike, all right? And the thing with HeelMike, we already kind of described who this guy is, okay? He's also a degenerate. Again, this live stream, this is why I said it's probably going to be the most cringiest live stream in the world, because this live stream talks about, you know, a bunch of degenerates, but you got to figure out, okay, who's at fault here in a sea of degenerates, right? So HeelMike, I also think in the same category, right? I just think, listen, you're hot tub streamer, and but the difference in HeelMike, he doesn't deny who he is. He's one of these guys who is a pimp, admittedly, all right, and he just does all this little bullshit, all right? Zherka was on this stream, and it went sideways completely, right? Because Zherka was back to his old tricks again with this stream, okay? And essentially, what you guys are going to get with this stream between HeelMike and Zherka is literally the battle of egos, okay? And how, due to people's egos and pride and their personalities not letting, you know, the situation, just seeing it for what it is and saying, okay, maybe I should disengage at one point or de-escalate, right? No. When you have two individuals, Zherka and HeelMike, on the stream, and you start going back and forth, blows for blows, ego for ego, it takes over. And this stream, it gets into weirdo territory, because now it's like the way they talk about women. And listen, which brings me to the main thing, the hypocrisies of Zherka, okay? Because you guys have to understand the hypocrisies of Zherka, okay? Because Zherka, what he uses as arguments to a lot of people, especially the people he streams with or gets clout off of, is he talks about, you know, Christian values or Catholic values. He talks about people, he's anti-cuck. He's super anti-cuck, right? We all know this because he won't stop talking about it. He talks about Adam 22 scenario. He even brings up Sneako scenario every once in a while, right? He's totally anti-cuck. The issue is Zherka, in this stream we're about to play, proves he's the biggest cuck that ever existed. I'm telling you, it's not even a joke anymore, because realistically, HeelMike, the caliber of women he deals with are all either prawn stars or OnlyFans models. That's it. Those are the caliber of women he deals with, okay? So the women around Zherka who he clowns that he doesn't want to be around with are all the types of women he professes against, right? They're all the prawn stars and the OnlyFans women that are, you would call whores, right? And he's in love with them. He's anti-simping, right? Makes fun of Logan Paul, but simps for these very same types of women, right? It doesn't make any sense, all right? And then he talks about, oh, well, you know, but to be fair, Logan Paul, right? His girlfriend, she's, you know, she slept with everybody and whatnot. But this guy admits that he loves HeelMike's sloppy seconds. Matter of fact, part of the reason he lives in the same house as HeelMike is because not only HeelMike is helping him provide the women to their streams, but HeelMike also sleeps with the very same women Zherka ends up with, the sloppy seconds. The same type of women Zherka says, no, alpha men don't deal with. He's dealing with, right? You know what's even funny? You remember that Layla girl we were talking about earlier? Y'all remember her? This girl that was sitting on Zherka's lap, and she looked mad underage, right? No one knows who's her. We find out she's got kids, and she's got a whole nother simp that's living in a whole nother state that is paying all the bills for her and doesn't mind her, being on social media and running wild with all these men, right? This guy Zherka, who's dealing with this girl right now, she also had oral sex with HeelMike, and HeelMike brags about that on stream. So it's just like these people are all degenerates, and you wonder who listens to these people when it comes to life advice on anything regarding anything? Like, I mean, these guys. Let me play the video.
The tiger went tiger, nigga.
I'm so lost.
He's not used to dealing with hoes. I work in nightclubs. I know what hoes are.
I know how to deal with hoes.
No, you don't. If you know how to deal with them, you disrespect them more.
If you know how to deal with hoes, you wouldn't tweet about one once a month.
You are evil, dude.
I am very evil.
I've never said anything
Oh,
about that.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Okay,
You know,
go ahead.
You know,
Who are
I
you
know
talking
my
about?
life,
Say her
buddy.
name since you're not afraid of her. You're afraid of her. Say her name, then. Say her name if you're not
I
afraid.
don't know if her big black basketball boyfriend allows me. But hey, you could.
She
tweet
ain't
about
got
it.
no boyfriend,
You
but
could
she's
tweet
probably
about
getting
her,
black.
but, yeah, buddy, it's okay.
No, she's racist. She hates blacks.
Just because you hate him doesn't mean you don't fuck him.
You think she's doing that to get back at me? Wait, are we talking about Jill?
Yeah, I'm hitting low blows. You're just trying to
Way too low. He'll do that for a whore. He just traded her. He went to Jill. Bro. Jill was my whole year. I spent a year and a half.
You gotta stop tweeting about her.
That's cocaine, bro.
No, you gotta stop.
He's tweeting about a woman who's a whore, but clearly simping over her. Again, it just tells you, if this is the mentality of Zherka, what are the mentality of the bozos following this guy? It just shows you they want whores. And I've been telling you guys from the get-go, bro. These guys don't want good, wholesome virgin women who are going to protect them and, cook for them and protect the kids at home while they're at work, right? They're not looking for that. They want hoes. I was not lying when I told you that. A lot of you are like, Duke, how dare you say that? I'm like, yo, that's the truth. These guys, listen, it'd be weird running around saying, we want hoes, right? No, that'd be weird. So you disguise it by saying, no, we want good women while speaking to hoes. That's the trick, right? So again, at the end of the day, that's what these guys want. They want hoes, but for some reason they criticize them. It just shows you how fucked up the mentality has gotten. Okay, but let's continue.
Why?
Because Kat blows me up every time you do it.
What'd she say?
She's like, "What the fuck is wrong with John? I know you're enabling him. You gave him the Molly. You gave him the Addy." I'm like, "What am I doing?
No,
I'm waking up hungover."
I can't come.
My ex
I don't want.
is
No, but
yelling
look
at
at this.
me.
I don't watch porn, so when Jill calls me, she gets me off with her dirty talk. I like it.
Yeah, but when you do that, my ex yells at me. And
Kat's actually a good person. Jill's a piece of work.
They both need
us. You girls need us.
This is where it starts to get really weird.
We're good men.
They've been.
Yo, Chad, hold on.
They've never had a public relationship.
Have a one-on-one with Mike. Be honest. If you think whatever, was John signaling to him that, hey, you're about to make her mad? Because
Yes,
you
I
can't
know
call
that.
Bella. And he looked at me and he's like, I'm going to keep calling Bella. And I'm thinking to myself, like, do you think I'm not wingmanning you? What do you think? It's a game? No, you're lost, bro. You're not.
Let me talk.
Talk to them.
Her husband is called.
So right here, y'all about to get a good understanding of who HeelMike is. Okay, just watch him talk to these people in the chat when he's by himself. It gets very, very weird. And again, he used to do Fortnite streaming, or I think something to the extent, right? So I don't follow him. He's not the kind of streamer that I'd watch, but he is part of this whole drama now with Zherka. So he's just as involved as anybody else. But he went from doing that to hot sub streaming, and just watch how all of that, just being around that environment, fucks with your mind. Okay, and if you guys don't believe me, go look at his old stuff on YouTube because they're still there. How he used to stream, then watch how he transitioned to getting girls on stream, and then watch how he transitioned to this. It's just so weird. But let me play this.
Pulling her.
It's not
You're with
husband. You keep
Layla.
lying
Layla's
about that.
riding you, and Layla's doing a 2v1 gay shit. And you guys are both publicly trying to embarrass me on stream, and I'm supposed to go, "I'm sorry. I don't want to fuck Bella. I want to fuck you." Bro, I want to fuck both of you, bitch. So let me fuck both of you.
So to give you guys proper context of what he's talking about here is there was a stream that they did previous to this. And again, you notice this Layla. This name keeps popping up. That's her. The reason why her name pops up is because she was involved in this stream right here where HeelMike, Zherka, and another guy was on stream too as well, right? So apparently this was the stream where Layla was on there, and you know that the 2-on-1 gay thing HeelMike was referencing to. He was referencing this right here because HeelMike is responsible for bringing every single girl you see in this house. He's responsible for that. All right. He's the pimp of this house. He brings all the girls here, including Layla. This girl right here was recruited by Mr. HeelMike over here. So now what they're going to be bragging about, and again, this is like two middle schoolers just arguing with each other. It was just so freaking cringe. It'd make your head spin. But the fact that this girl, apparently, she is now trying to get HeelMike to be jealous by not only flirting with Zherka, and we know that, but also flirting with this guy too as well to try to make him jealous. Yeah. Now, you guys who are in the real world and you don't like inviting negative energy to your lives, would you want to live in a household like this where you just invite girls who don't have good morals to come in and just create drama? Is that what you want in your life? Is this what listen, is this what you have to look forward to when you yourself become a high value man, right? You got to look forward to basically sharing other women with other high value men. Is this what you guys really want to strive for? I mean, a lot of this stuff just starts to get cringe after a while. But what HeelMike is going to reference here is this stream that they were talking about, because what Zherka does is what Zherka does best. He utilizes this stream to try to like basically shame HeelMike, put HeelMike down. And HeelMike in this stream ends up admitting, yo, Zherka, first of all, you don't have game because you're trying to make it seem like you have more game than me. And second of all, dude, your game is basically shitting on everyone around you just to elevate yourself. Like, that's why people don't want to hang out with you, because you're such an asshole. But here he goes musing to himself, and he gets really weird.
Like, I'm literally confused. You guys are so on date IQ. Like, what the fuck? Like, you want me to crawl back to this bitch has a husband and is grinding on Zherka when I already got head from her and I've already fucked the girl Zherka's with?
That's him admitting that the girl Zherka is making out with right now and loving upon and doing all this, calling her his daughter and whatnot. She just got done giving him fellatio. So they're passing these girls around. These girls are being passed around faster than a cheap blunt. That's what we're looking at right now. It is, listen, if this is what you have to look forward to as a high value man, like this, y'all are some weirdos. She, first of all, is a porn star. She is a single mother, and she doesn't mind sleeping with other men and having the world know about it, all the while being married or engaged possibly to another man way in a different state that we don't know about. Think about the hypocrisies these guys preach on when we talk about other men. Look at the lifestyles that they're living. Doesn't that seem weird to you that Zherka would be doing this? Right? Again, it's just this stuff, bro. This stuff, it just gets so cringe. These people are not people you want to hang out with. These people aren't even real humans. Okay, they're people who are corrupted by money, fame, and whatever the hell you want to call it. But right here, it's proven without doubt that Zherka himself is a cuck, even worse than Sneako.
And you want me to go, oh, so you were supposed to be my main girl on stream and it's supposed to be a double thing, but you talking to him to get me embarrassed. And then going, ooh, what are you going to do? Blah, blah, blah. What the fuck, bitch? Bro, you should have saw the shit I said in the bathroom, bro. I'm embarrassed? If I was embarrassed, bro, I would have fucking kept going. I just told her how it was. I was like, yo. She goes, can I please be on the streams again? And I go, I'll think about it.
He's letting you know, hey, Layla, I brought you here. And HeelMike has this weird kind of mentality because he has a God complex, as you guys are going to see right now in just a few seconds here. But he has this idea where if he invites the girls over, they're his bitches. Any girl he invites over, which is like 90% of the women that come over to the house, all right, they're his bitches. That's the way he classifies that, right? So when Layla is going around laying on Zherka and going around laying on other dudes like she's seen in other streams, right? Essentially, that it's getting underneath when HeelMike sees stuff like this, it's getting under his nerves because she's out here doing what HeelMike brought her here to do, but doesn't like at the same time because she's not solely doing it to him. And HeelMike apparently has had this same scenario going with other girls he's brought on where his sloppy seconds, as he likes to call it, then go around and get passed around to all the other dudes that live in this house. I mean, just the degeneracy that goes on in this household is just weird. But this is the guy that preaches he's a great Christian. I'm sorry, a great Catholic, right? You live in such a great lifestyle in this household. So it's just interesting to see all of this go down. It's like, bro, you invited her. So if you invited her and she came from the streets, what do you think she's gonna do when she's around a bunch of other dudes? She's gonna do street behavior. I mean, why y'all? I mean, this whole beef, I wouldn't even call it a beef. It's just weird. But the fact that Zherka pushes on it just takes it to the next level. But let's continue here.
This is what it is, bro. It has nothing to do with embarrassment. It has everything to do about principle. It's all about principle. Now, if this was off camera, I don't give a fuck. But I have 15-year-olds. I have 17-year-olds. I have 30-year-old men who watch my stream. And they go, that boy Mike motivates me. You think my fucking influence is going to be to crawl back to a bitch like that? Are you guys kidding? Are you guys insane? Someone said El ego. You should always have an ego. Because when you don't have an ego, the girl is the prize. When did the MILF start getting an ego? Think about it. I want you guys to notice this. Zherka always says this date IQ shit. I'm letting you know. When did the
Pay attention to what he's saying. He's saying date IQ. Do you guys know what date IQ is? Let me know if in the chat. There's the pop quiz in the chat for those of you guys who pay attention to this shit, right? What is date IQ? Let's continue.
MILF go from, I want you guys to think, when did the MILF go from the chat's calling me fat? Am I ugly? Do I look like Snooki? To going, woo, I'm the hottest thing ever. You know when she started going, I'm the hottest thing ever? When 2 guys wanted her and was fighting over her. That's when she got an ego. The reason she was insecure at first is because she was my little bitch. That's why. John gave her an ego, then I shattered it. She needed that ego to be shattered.
These are the kind of men we're talking about here, okay? Guys who do nothing else but get these women from horrible backgrounds and just destroy their ego because he believes that having his ego is a great thing. But a woman having ego, we got to shatter that. Listen, ego isn't good for anybody, all right? Ego always leads to somebody's downfall. And I won't be surprised if it starts leading to all of you guys' downfall, starting with Zherka, okay? But it's just weird just seeing him just talk about women in the same manner. And I'm not saying this for you guys to feel bad for the women that they bring on. Do not feel bad for any of these women. I feel as though these women are kind of the worst people on the planet, all right? Case in point, the one Zherka is hanging around with Layla, all right? Look, she's got a whole man she's treating like shit at home, okay? The same kind of guy, the archetype of guy that, what do you call it? What do you call it? Some of these incels will say, well, this guy is a good guy. He loves you, he takes care of you, but you're sleeping with other men and he's not allowed to go sleep with other women. That's crazy, Layla. How could you do this, right? He's such a good guy. But then when it comes to Zherka and him being with Layla, all of a sudden, no, forget that simp, right? He's going to sit there and just, let this girl just walk all over him. Like, oh my God. And they're going to be supportive of her. Oh my God, that is crazy. Again, these guys, don't feel bad for these women. They're all, listen, I get it. They come from horrible backgrounds, but they hurt other people. They're not good people. A lot of these people these guys are surrounded by are horrific individuals that they will backstab you to get a Birkin bag. That's how crazy it is, okay? So don't feel bad for anybody in this scenario. Again, this live stream overall is going to be cringe because these individuals are just weird, but we have to sift through the weirdness to understand what's really happening here.
It needed to be shattered. John single-handedly made this girl the masculine. She's now the prize, and we're the two fighting over the gold medal. That's what happened. You guys can call it. Hey, it's literally true. That's what it is. The second, when did she not? She was Yeah, you got. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, John.
Yo,
come over here.
Yeah, Panda said canceled Uber. She's got a different ride from Panda.
It's okay.
She
When?
So right now, Panda is currently on his way. Now we're not gonna play Panda's part with this particular stream right here because I want to get through some points. I'm gonna expose Zherka in a massive way in just a second here. Right? That's the reason why I want to play this live stream. But the other part of it, we're actually gonna play Destiny's end of it because Destiny ends. He plays when Panda finally gets on stream because there's a lot of things these guys start to talk about, which was very, very cringe. And again, if you guys can't handle this type of conversation, please, I don't blame you. It's worse than locker room talk. It gets weird and cringe. Okay, so I don't blame you if you just step out for a bit, come back in a few minutes when we pull on Destiny's bit. But realistically, I'm gonna warn you right now. From this moment on, it's gonna get very, very weird. There's some parts we're gonna skip to, but it's gonna get very weird. So if you can't handle some of this stuff with Zherka, I'd say just leave right now. Please, hit the like button before you go. But still, just leave right now, bro.
Did Jenna stop being insecure?
Who's Jenna?
Remember all stream? She was like, I'm insecure. They're calling me MILF. They're calling me 40. They're calling me goddamn Snooki. It's making me not feel hot.
She stopped when I said it's the fuck you.
I know.
You're welcome.
You know why she stopped? When she realized she was the masculine prize that two faggots were fighting over. And you gave her that confidence.
Oh my God.
It's true. You know it.
A
you
man
know it.
with low experience.
They already grow it.
This is a low experience man.
Really? Then why was she sheltered, horny, grabbing my dick?
Any other
grabbing my dick, sheltered and horny.
She grabbed Panda's dick too.
You know why she started going from homie to homie? Because you gave her confidence.
No, because she's a hoe.
Because you started.
She's a hoe.
Guess what?
Snap out of it. You're in love with a hoe, bro.
She was a sheltered
You're in love
hoe.
with a whore.
You think I'm in love?
Yes.
That's what you think.
You don't think her nature is to go from guy to guy? It's a porn star.
No shit.
That's why she go. Even if I didn't
You
exist,
gave her that.
even no.
You gave her that
Then
initiation.
why Panda? Why Panda?
Because you gave her the confidence.
What?
He's basically exposing Zherka for simping for a prawn star. Right, the type of girl like he shits on Adam 22's wife for. I mean, Lena's a porn star and she sleeps with other men, but you shit on Adam 22, but yet you do the same thing, Zherka. You're such a massive hypocrite. It's not even funny, dog. Like realistically, I'm glad you're burning all these bridges because you honestly deserve all this shit, dog. Like you're the biggest hypocrite of all. You're living in a house fucking porn stars and OnlyFans girls while criticizing other people for doing the same thing. It's like, like get real. Be too cool with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Yo, what's up, Brody? What is up with you, brother? Shout out to you. Welcome to the stream. So we got degenerates gossiping about degenerates that's beefing with and sharing with shit with another degenerate talking about principles. Ironic audacity. Yes. And honestly, this is ultimately what the red pill becomes, right? Where a bunch of these guys, it almost seems like they're not even, this whole talk about women and high value. It's all to hear themselves talk because at the end of the day, they don't really believe any of that, right? This whole stuff with sleeping with women, they don't even care about that. They care about it only to brag to other men, right? Just like the stuff they do with the fashion, the stuff they do with the cars. I used to believe that these guys, the reason why they strive to be high value men to get these material goods was because they wanted to impress women. Now I'm no longer so sure. Okay, I'm starting to realize that I think these guys, with the body counts that they're obsessed with hitting, and the cars and the clout and all these things they're obsessed with, the material nonsense they're obsessed with. I think they're obsessed with that for other men's validation. That's listen, honestly, the way these two guys start talking, that's the honest conclusion I get from this because I think these guys aren't bettering themselves for women. I think that's the biggest cap ever. I think they're bettering themselves for other dudes just to stunt on them. And that's what this all devolves to. But yes, this is a degenerate ass stream right here. Let's continue.
100%. Watch the stream.
But why would
you think I fell in love? I'm so confused how I fell in love.
If Zherka didn't exist, would you have touched on Panda with a big house?
No.
She said, "This is your house." Nope. Come on.
Because when Panda was on stream,
you know what you're saying? He's saying she's not a gold digger. He's saying she's not a gold digger right now. That's what he's saying.
No, she is.
So would you grab Panda if I wasn't here?
Nope, because she'd go for me first. But the second you started making a competing thing, that's when she got the ego.
No.
Then she went from I could get Panda, I could get Zherka, and I could get Mike.
After 5 times of me saying,
"Yes, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're literally wrong." She was.
So I believe when Zherka left and came back, he definitely did a line of coke because this guy is out of it right now. He's not in the same mentality when he left. This guy is high as hell right now.
Is literally Panda went on stream. Panda went on stream. Panda went on stream when it was just me and
She
Panda.
said, I know Panda.
She
said, I know Panda.
Just me and
She
Panda.
met Panda before.
Just me and Panda. Goes, let me show you your shoe collection. Boom, boom. I grab her by the neck. I go, you're not moving. She goes, yes.
She didn't see one shoe?
Not one shoe. No one she saw.
Because
no.
she saw it before
Listen,
she
buddy.
met you.
No.
She's been here before.
No, she hasn't.
Not the house, but she met Panda, she said.
Nope.
They're bragging about how like controlling or who's more controlling over women to a bunch of simp audience that love eating this stuff up. Like this is just, again, are they trying to better themselves to actually do it to get women, or are they simping for other men? And I'm starting to realize these guys are simping for themselves. That's it. They're simping for each other's ego, right? Because they can just walk around and say, yeah, I fucked her this way and I fucked her this way. Because otherwise, how else would this guy sit here and say, hey, listen, you know that Layla girl Zherka is now kissing on and making out with? Yeah, I came down her throat. Yeah, I did that, right? And now Zherka has to clap back with his bullshit. This is cringe. Okay, they're all, if being a high value man meant you have to share your woman with Zherka, what the hell are y'all striving for? Like, let's be honest with you. Can we be real? Like, is this what's waiting for y'all at the end of the high value dream where you got to share your girl with all these other men out there? Then what's all this nonsense you guys have with women and body counts and women and when they're having high body counts and sleep with other men? Why do you have this issue if being a high value man, you know, the same thing you guys strive for to avoid the very same type of women? Why is it at the end result you end up dealing with these type of women where you have to share them with other high value men? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It seems like being a high value guy is just overrated and for a bunch of weirdos who can't even get boxed if they tried. That's what it's starting to look like to me. This is weird. If you told me, hey, you know what? You make all this money on the internet, you grift, and at the end of the day, you share your girl with other high value men. Huh? So you're now proving that this whole high value thing is for cucks. Is that what you're proving? Because the only people I see living this high value lifestyles, they're all cucks to me. I'm just being real. And y'all in the chat, maybe they're cucks to you, but they're cucks to me. Put a 1 if they're cucks to you. Put a 2 if there's high value shit's legit. I think it's all about promoting cuckoldry. That's what I'm seeing right now. Let's continue.
Said I know Panda.
She's seen it. She knew from that. You know when she went up to the shoe closet? You know when she went up? When you flirted with her, when I flirted with her, she was going back to back. She goes, oh, you can play all these faggots. I can go check the shoe closet.
Yes, she can. She's a hoe.
Exactly.
Exactly. Know, check it out.
After,
so you're saying it's before you called Bella?
Yeah, it's when you gave her the confidence.
I'll be damned. Mike is defending a hoe.
I'm not defending a hoe.
Yeah, you're saying you're saying it's not her nature.
I'm saying it's her
nature.
Say
say on camera it's not her nature.
It is her nature when she's enabled to be in her nature.
Okay, so it's not her nature unless Zherka's there.
So a lion.
Do you see that?
So a lion.
It's a lion that only eats if Zherka's there. That's what he's saying.
It's a lion. So is a lion really a lion unless you throw fucking raw meat in front of it? No. A lion snaps into its lionistic fucking principle when you throw the meat in front of her. In Zherka,
defending a hoe.
I'm not defending a hoe.
In my world,
how is that defending?
In my world, it's like this. Maybe my screening process is bad.
You guys are
and the screening process could be bad. Like that fucking bitch in Texas who kissed the guy. That's a bad screening process. I'd have been like, whoa, I can sense you're gonna fucking embarrass me. But
she didn't embarrass though.
No, because you fucking literally abused her.
Yeah, and I would have done the same, bro.
But you don't want abuse clips. You don't want that.
I do.
Why?
Bro, you don't understand.
I don't screen O's like that, bro. Like, literally anyone can come in and fucking embarrass you.
Oh, my God. I'm right, dude.
The fucking last...
You're acting like...
Where was John Zherka in Texas? The last girl he had was like this. Mwah, to another dude on stream.
After I...
Where was Zherka? Where was Zherka there? Zherka didn't exist. So I'm telling you, the screaming is fucking...
Zherka would have been like this. Mwah, to the girl after I fucked her.
So who kissed her? If Zherka wasn't there,
you were that guy was
random Zherka.
Listen to how these guys talk about women. No fucking respect, no nothing, right? And I don't think these women that they're dealing with particularly are deserving any respect. Realistically, think about it. You guys are the women they're talking about right now. They're talking about how they just violated you every sort of kind of way in private, and they're bringing all that public just to ego flex on each other. You women who are engaged in this shit, you don't deserve any respect, because what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now, right? Because you chose these guys to do stuff with. Now look at this. All of a sudden, they're just talking about you each one sort of way. But on the other side to it, it's disgusting the way these guys are doing it, right? They're just out. So, like, again, they're just doing this to ego brag to each other more than anything else, right? How is this helping men out there? How is this saving lives, right? And for the date IQ thing, those of you guys who said that it was Zherka's dating course, you're absolutely right, okay? Watch this shit get crazy in just a minute, okay? So as we start to get past the Layla drama here, HeelMike, because here's the thing, he's getting heated, and he ends up revealing a lot of things on his stream. But one of the things he ends up revealing is that he provides a lot of the women that you see moving around the houses. Not only that you see moving around the houses, but a lot of women who are businessly, if that's even a word, which is not, associated with Zherka in a business manner, right? Let's continue. This gets crazy.
No, Angel, you can.
Yeah,
She's
because
mad
you
at
were, no shit. You made everything public and crazy.
No, I didn't. It's been a month.
The girl tonight, I can have over tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe that. But again, she's going to be like, why'd you embarrass me with Bella?
And I'd say because you talked back.
No, it's because she touched me.
Yeah, exactly. You talked back.
And did she touch me or did I touch her?
Give a fuck.
That's what matters, though.
But I don't care.
No. If you watch the VOD, did she touch me or did I touch her? That's the biggest. He won't answer because he's going to make me look like a hero. If he answers, he's pretty much calling her a hoe. If he says, oh, no, she was flirty, John wasn't. Because John's like this, right? And then when I'm like, okay, I guess you're bringing those kind of girls. I guess we're trolling.
A woman should know what the fuck's going on. If I bring you to a fucking
You're
stream,
not answering it for a reason, bro.
No, I am.
It's
If
just going
I
to make you
bring
look like
to
you
a
have a
stream. You're my bitch.
When them hot Mexican, I grabbed her. I went from Mia.
My stream.
And I said
my
to,
stream.
on
my
Mia.
stream. My stream.
Yeah, and I had Mia on my stream
Exactly.
the other day. And I said, Mia, I said the other day, were you mad when I grabbed the Mexican girl? She's like, no. And I'm like, you're lying. And she's like, no, because, well, kind of. I grabbed Mike's girl, and she literally said, no, John, I'm with Mike, because Mike said, you're my bitch. Exactly. But this bitch, what's her name, Jenna? I guess she didn't fucking read the memo.
Exactly.
So it's your fault. It's literally your fault. One listens and the other doesn't. That's the nature of the hoe.
And that's why they get caught. And that's why
I should get caught. Jaden wants to his dick suck. Look, Jaden, come here. Jaden,
of course, you guys love getting my sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with
Mike,
fetish.
What?
Jaden wants to his dick suck. Look, Jaden, come here. Jaden,
of course, you guys love getting my sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with
Mike
fetish in this
books
house.
them.
Mike books what? Oh. And what does Zherka just admit? You said admit that you like Mike's sloppy seconds? So all the girls you've been dealing with thus far, Zherka, it's just been girls who've already smashed the guy you're sitting with right now. That's crazy. Not only disgusting, and goes against your Christian values, but it's kind of weird, bro. Like, damn, bruh. For real. It's like that. So who gives you the right, Zherka, to call anybody a cuck? You're the biggest cuck, and he's flexing on you with that. He's saying the girl you're making out with, okay, I already had that. Okay, my shit was in her throat. That's what he's saying. Zherka, bro, your respect factor is just nosediving at this point. It's not looking good. Be too cool with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Says they sound like high school gossiping lames sword fighting with each other. Facts. It's more not even high school. It's more like what would you call, like middle schoolers who are arguing about who's more popular. That's what it is. Again, if this is what we have to look forward to as the next generation of men, and all of this help shit has only led to this moment where Zherka is the held up as some kind of self-help guru, and he's having conversations in this kind of manner, we're fucked as a society, okay? I keep calling this the generation of lost boys, but the more I watch this stuff, the more I start to realize there might be some truth to this. These guys do. I mean, we're platforming middle schoolers as role models now. What the hell? I mean, listen to this. Listen to this. What parent would want their son to turn out like this? Right? I mean, genuinely speaking, for the good parents out there, all right, and we know some of y'all don't give a fuck. That's fine. We just got to raise society's burden. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, for the vast majority of people out there who are parents, do you know that your son could be listening to this shit, right? Your son could be adopting a lot of these ideologies. Again, this is what a lot of young men have to look up to if we don't criticize this stuff, if we don't call it out and at least offer up another side, because this is taking over. I'm gonna be real with y'all for a second. Like, as much as we can criticize these guys, and it's making a huge impact, don't get me wrong, it is. But, like, there's just too much of an avalanche of young men who are finding this content at a alarming rate. So it's going to be a lot to combat through. But don't get me wrong, there's going to be a lot of young men falling to this kind of toxic mentality, and it's just sad seeing this all unfold. Like, there's nothing else you can do about this. This right here is the future of content. It's degenerate, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you what to look forward to. It sucks, but let's continue, because this shit gets even weirder. But you guys gotta fess up to the truth here. We gotta pay attention to what's really out here happening.
Books them for us.
Yeah, you guys are welcome, bro.
And also another thing.
You guys love getting my sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with
Mike
fetish in this
books
house.
them. Mike books them for us.
Yeah, you guys are welcome, bro.
And also another thing, for Layla,
fucking 90% of Date IQ clips are bitches I fucking got from the
it's all
stream.
from Devonshire. That's
Yeah,
all his
you're
house.
fucking welcome.
Wow! Now, those of you guys who guessed it right, that Date IQ was Zherka's dating course, you were absolutely right, because it is. Zherka, when he brags about being a millionaire, he has this course that he's selling that is called Date IQ. And for those of you guys who don't know, it's a course that's just like any generic manosphere course designed specifically for incels. And what this is geared to do is make sure that you guys have more money, more game, and a lot of hot women around you, right? Right? And listen, it's no different from what Fresh and Fit does. Fresh and Fit's got the DM on demand where they charge you $500. It used to be $800 when they started out. And then when people realized that it was bullshit, they dropped the price to $500 or even less than that. But at the time of this video, that's where I saw that. All right, so here's the thing. With Fresh and Fit's course, to market it, Fresh did that horrible story where he bragged about, oh my God, I went to this party, then this NBA guy, he found me, and then we went to another party, and then we had a threesome with all these girls, right? You remember that? Fresh used that as a marketing ploy to sell a course called DMs on Demand, which was basically doing exactly what Zherka is doing right now with Date IQ. What Date IQ is essentially DMs on Demand, but with Andrew Tate's Hustler University prices, right? Because that's exactly what it is. You take DMs on Demand, you take Tate's marketing strategy of Hustler University prices, you put it together, you get Date IQ. Not a whole lot of thought process, not a whole lot of effort. Just Zherka doing what Zherka does best, slapping other people's content together to make a profit off them. That's all he does. But Date IQ it is, right? So when you scroll down, remember, we just heard HeelMike admit that majority of the girls provided for the videos that Zherka uses on his advertising for this Date IQ, the site to help you incels get more girls. Oh, well, it turns out Zherka isn't actually getting these girls. These girls were provided by HeelMike. You're a scammer. Okay? Let me just full screen this real quick, Zherka. You're a scammer. Okay? What you're proving is you got no game. You got to rely on other people to bring the girls for you. You're a scammer, because realistically, if my boy is bringing up majority of the women to your platform, okay, technically, this Date IQ, this picking up women thing, it's a fraud, because you're not actually picking up women. So what is it exactly are you selling in these courses? other than grifting off of young men, right? But you want to claim you're a good guy. You want to claim you're better than Tate, right? These girls are bought and provided for in your videos by HeelMike. He networks, he gets them, meaning you don't have game, Zherka. So what are you teaching? You click join now, right? You got the little two-step process here. This is a little ClickFunnels site, right? But if we let's go back. How much is this DateIQ worth, right? So if you click get started, first of all, this link doesn't even work. It's supposed to, it's built like a button, but the button doesn't fucking work. Who's your website guy? Come on, get them on board here. But first of all, why is this button even here? Why you got no sense of UI design whatsoever, bro? Listen, why would you have a button here when it's repetitive here? I would have it more down here, which I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever, guys. Let's click on join IQ. All right, so you got his little video here. It says price increasing soon from $47 to $150. Join now to lock your price in. Any one of you losers, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all right the fuck now. Any one of you bozos or losers who bought into this course and paid $47 for this shit, knowing fully well he just admitted that this guy brings up all the women. Zherka actually has no game. He's just okay with getting HeelMike sloppy seconds. You have been defrauded, and you should ask Zherka for your money back. No, I'm just being honest with you, because you guys want to feel as though y'all are being y'all are on the forefront of the matrix, right? Y'all are really getting ahead of this nonsense. He's scamming you guys with his DateIQ. It's all a scam. It's all one big scam. HeelMike gets the girls, Zherka uses it as promotion, then incels buy it and make Zherka a millionaire, if he actually is a millionaire. Y'all see how this scam works? Y'all see how these guys really get down? Zherka selling game he doesn't have. Like, make this make sense. Let's rewind that for those of you guys who don't know, and let Zherka go ahead and admit that HeelMike provides the girls for 90% of his videos that Zherka uses as promotion for DateIQ. For those of you stand boys that want to get in your feelings because you don't like to listen to what people are saying.
This bitch, what's her name, Jenna? I guess she didn't fucking read the memo.
Exactly.
So it's your fault.
No,
it's literally
no,
your
it's
fault.
not.
One listens and the other doesn't. That's the nature of the hoe.
And that's why they get caught. And that's why
Why is she get caught? Jaden wants to his dicks up. Look, Jaden, come here. Jaden,
of course, you guys love getting my sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with
Mike
the fetish in this
books
house.
them. Mike books them for us.
Yeah, you guys are welcome, bro.
And also another thing, for Layla,
fucking 90% of DateIQ clips are bitches I fucking got from the
it's
stream.
all from
90% of DateIQ clips are bitches he got from the stream. Hey, any of you guys want to cope some more? Or you want to cry about it? And why Zherka admit that, yeah, he's right.
Devonshire. That's
Yeah,
all his
you're
house.
fucking welcome.
But the truth is,
Oh my god,
Mike
bro.
can get any woman, but he can never sustain one. Have you noticed that?
Because I only
They
want
always get
one.
mad at you.
I only want one.
You're not lying enough. I lie so much that they stay with me till Layla said to me today, John, you really gonna be around if I did quit porn? I said, of course, babe. Like,
Really? See,
you don't lie enough, bro. That's why they don't stay with you. Literally, they fall in love. Megan, Mindy, Layla. Bro, this guy, when he's petty, I don't get petty with girls. It's a fucking dog. They're literally dogs to me, right? So like, here, catch the frisbee, bitch, and suck some dick. He gets, I'm mad that you high-five John.
You think I do that? I don't even talk to
You
her.
just did live in front of fucking these guys.
No, she started being sassy.
Because of Bella. And I kept Mike fix the Bella thing so you can
Care.
well, you ruined our viewer account not caring. Good job.
What do you?
So this whole Bella thing, apparently Layla, again, which is this girl right here who is a single mother, You know, the shit that Zherka likes to ridicule, but also sleeps with at the same time. Yeah, so Layla and apparently Zherka's trying to make it seem like though HeelMike was jealous because again he brought Layla to the house and Layla is not sleeping. Well, I mean she is sleeping with these guys, but she's hanging out with Zherka. She's sitting on other dude's lap, right? And Zherka's trying to make it seem as though that Layla was doing this to make HeelMike jealous, right? So now, in order to combat that, they're talking about all the women they slept with. I mean, real degenerate shit, right? I mean, but it is what it is. So what these guys are basically breaking down is that woman right there. And then while they were on stream, HeelMike was calling another girl just to prove that he wasn't feeling some type of way. But Zherka's still pushing the issue, which is just weird because, like, why are you still pushing this issue? Just let it go, bruh. More deep with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you. Says you'd have to be a little high to be around Mike. I'm starting to realize that, bro, because the dude is on a different wavelength. Be too cool with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Let's get a W in the chat for Be Too Cool. Shout out to you. They sound like high school gospel lame sword fighting with each other. Facts. No, that covered this already? Maybe I did. Glassy Eyes with a $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Let's get some dub in the chat for Glassy Eyes. Although the audience isn't women, we are supposed to keep ourselves chaste with the hope that we'll snag one of these high value bastards. But it's a sham. They just want to minimally use bots without commitment. That's facts. Don't any one of these guys you see in a red pill preaching this high value nonsense, don't believe it because they just want you as a concubine. They want it's a game with the high value concept when they're talking to women, right? Because they know a lot of these. Here's the thing, and it's hard. It's gonna be a tough pill for a lot of these incels to swallow, but a lot of these guys put more respect on these OnlyFans girls and the prawn stars than the actual good women that they talk about, right? Matter of fact, a lot of these good women these guys talk about, these guys don't respect them, right? Because they know these good women, these young, naive women that they're all desperately craving for, they're just that. They're naive. So they don't respect them because they know they can run games all over these type of women, right? Because they're naive, they're young, they don't have very much experience with men, and they like it. So while they're keeping these naive girl on the side to promise them this futuristic type of stuff, right? They're going around dealing with the women who knows that these guys are on bullshit because they've dealt with other men before, which are the prawn stars, the OnlyFans girls, right? So they have a higher respect for these types of women than they do for the goody-goody two-shoe girls that they're bragging about wanting to marry in the future. But you know what the weird thing is? They're also, even though they don't respect these goody-goody two-shoe girls, the good girls, right? The virgins, right? Even though they don't respect them, they're using these virgins to shame the very same OnlyFans and prawn stars that they respect. It's a weird, messed up kind of mentality. I can't be the only one who noticed that. Chat, I cannot be the only one who notices that. Porsche not only fan. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Shout out to you. It says it's like a show plane crash. Sad but fascinating. By the way, I will hit you up on the email. Shout out to you. Let me know how everything is going. But yeah, it's so weird seeing how all of this stuff goes down. But we got more, folks. Be Too Cool with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Says, yo, Duke, it's up to you and your channel and others like LTTV to combat these degenerates and save young men. Here's the thing. I don't want to save these guys. I don't want to save you guys. The way that I see it, it's not my job to, right? But realistically, I want to combat the ideas, but not for the sole purpose of saving these men, because some people actually personally don't deserve to be saved. I'm sorry, if you platform and support a guy like Andrew Tate, who's a trafficker and rapes minors, if you platform and support a guy like Zherka, who brags about having sex with underage girls, all right, brags about it and does degenerate shit on stream. If you platform a lot of these guys like Fresh and Fit, and you're happy with that, to me, you're someone I would actually never want to ever want to know or deal with or even see as a person, right? Listen, if you decide to wake up one day because one of these messages hit you and you're one of these weirdo supporters, fine, okay, welcome to the family. All right, we'll treat you good, we'll feed you right, we'll make sure you're all taken care of, right? We won't shame you, we won't ridicule you in the chat unless you're being crazy, right? If you're one of those new type of people. But realistically, if you're one of these incels that support these guys and you rah for them, it's not my job to change you. Matter of fact, listen, bro, you guys gonna understand real quick, this world doesn't give a fuck about y'all. So while y'all sitting there crying about how the society doesn't give a crap about the plight of men, look at the fucking behaviors you guys are participating in. Look at the content creators and influencers you guys are putting on a pedestal. And now you understand why most people don't like to cater to you fucks, because they don't want to be associated with craps like Andrew Tate and traffickers and weirdos and people who are considering themselves pimps online, but by dealing with all these types of degenerate type of behavior. So again, I don't want to save these guys, but I do want to combat the ideas, because if I can prevent somebody else from thinking these guys are a good idea to model your life after, then maybe I've done some kind of good in the universe somewhere, and I got some karma waiting for me when my time comes, right? Because we all know that shit comes. It's not that's the one thing that's guaranteed. We're all gonna meet our maker at some point. So I just want to make sure I put enough good karmas in the world. But at the end of the day, I ain't here to save y'all. Y'all don't want to be saved. I can't save y'all. The hell? Montana Izana, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Alba already owes Zherka 10K. He did the 150K sub. Yeah, I already said that. I already made a video a couple days ago talking about that, because Zherka, he won. He beat the bet, right? And this is a crazy thing. A lot of these people think we're hating. Like, I don't hate, bro. I just called it is. I have my opinions, but if you think having opinions on people means hating, then you're crazy. Because I would admit, when Zherka does things, he made it to 150,000 subscribers, or past 100,000 subscribers, whatever Abba set for him. So it's like, hey, Abba, hey, now you gotta eat your hat. Now the original goal was 1 million, and we'll see if Zherka actually makes it there before his channel gets canceled, which it's probably on the horizon. We're just being real. But at the end of the day, Zherka made it, so he deserves all the props. But look what he's doing right now, when he's pretty much biting the hand that helped him get to over 150,000 subscribers. How long is that going to last exactly? You tell me. But let's continue the video while we wait. Let me actually skip to this part right here, because there was a part where it gets ultra cringe, because they start talking about this guy named, actually, we just keep playing. They start talking about this guy named Kendall, okay? And pay attention to that, because in the tweets Zherka sends after this stream right here, it involves this guy named Kendall. And Kendall is a guy that used to work for HeelMike, but HeelMike fired because HeelMike says that Kendall wasn't doing good enough in his, employment under HeelMike, and he fired him. So that's the back and forth they have going on right now. And Zherka tries to use that after the stream in Twitter text and basically expose in private DMs to try to make it look like HeelMike was a bad guy. Matter of fact, HeelMike is so bad, even his employees don't want to work with him anymore, because that's how petty Zherka is. And then HeelMike drops more evidence saying, hey, bro, HeelMike wasn't talking about me. HeelMike is talking about you, Zherka. He doesn't like you, and he doesn't want you to put his name in all this drama. So again, even though this doesn't look like a real beef, and it looks like two high schoolers or middle schoolers going at it, it actually devolves into a bigger beef on Twitter, because Zherka, again, cannot help himself from burning bridges. That's just who this guy is.
Bro,
if he won her back, he would have been 10,000 viewers, but he made it all. Actually, Trauma's good views.
Yeah, bro, this stream was so fun. It's been 5 hours on a fucking goddamn Tuesday. What the fuck are you on about? Why are you so negative?
Because
this is the one thing I didn't miss about you. You keep going, why do you look so happy? Because I'm with Lorenzo and Nerdballer, who were all having business meetings.
Guys who can't cuck you.
I'm with all guys.
It's just that he's not around energy vampires like you. That's why he doesn't like being around you. Again, here's HeelMike admitting, yo, Zherka, this is why I don't like being around you, bro. Because you always ask why am I so happy and whatnot, because I'm around positive people. When I'm around you, you're always so fucking negative, okay? You're horrible to be with. Glassy, I saw to you for the $2 super chat. She says, then the good girls go bad after getting hurt. Facts. It's the cycle these guys perpetuate, but they don't realize they're perpetuating that cycle. So then they tend to blame women. Women are at fault, but we're the ones who chase hoes, right? We're the ones who try to turn good girls into hoes, because secretly that's what we like. And then when these good girls turn into hoes because they love us and we reject them for the good girls that we thought we wanted, then all of a sudden, these girls who are used to being good girls are now the hoes. You see what I'm saying? It's just a fucked up thing to be doing. And again, these guys are so tone deaf, they don't realize they're causing a lot of the problems they have. That's why when some of y'all was saying Duke, when I was criticizing a lot of men heavy, right? And I still do that heavy. y'all understand why you always focus on the men. It's because the men start this bullshit. I don't care if the manosphere is saying it's the women's fault and women and the feminism and whatnot. I don't give a fuck what the manosphere is saying. It's men's fault. I don't care, bro. If you look at all this stuff, if you really look at it and you're not biased and you're not trying to sell an agenda, if you just honestly look at the situation, men are causing this. Particularly weak men. I don't want to say all men because there's some men like us out here. We're not playing with this nonsense. But there are weak men out there who support this type of behavior. And the very same weak men who are promoting this nonsense are the same weak men who are complaining about it. And it's like the squeaky wheel, something about that, getting the oil more, right? It's basically what we're seeing right now online. Because in the real world, real men aren't complaining about shit because we don't see the problem a lot of these red pillars are seeing. We're not seeing the women problems. We're not seeing all these crazy nonsense you're talking about. Yeah, divorce happens. Yeah, custody battles don't usually favor men overwhelmingly. But guys who actually live in the real world and they fight for custody and they understand that certain relationships take certain types of people who fit your personality or fit certain characteristics. Those are the type of women you want. They don't run into these problems like you bozos. All y'all are dealing with prawn stars. You're dealing with OnlyFans women. You're dealing with women who are generally not to the standards that qualify for good, long-standing relationships. And when you deal with these very same type of women and get hurt, you start to blame these various type of women like it's their fault. And it's like, no, you chose. Just like we want to say it's the women that choose the men. At the end of the day, they chose the men, and the men are at the end of the stick here. It's still men causing these issues. So again, I don't want to, because it's like chicken or the egg, right? We already know the answer to this question. Let's just continue.
All guys who have fun.
No, he's with the best friend.
Yeah,
he's with the evil
you
best
have
friend.
never cucked me,
Bro, you big hoes. That's why. And how does Layla not like you? What happened to that?
because I gave her the biggest reality check.
No game. When we were in Boston, I said to you, do not bring your ex to make Megan jealous. What did you do?
What are you on about?
You brought your ex.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Megan, Mindy,
talked to me
Kat?
about it.
Really?
And you
Then
promised me you wouldn't make it weird. You made it awkward.
Then why are Megan and Kat best friends and literally going to a Miami trip? Why do they OnlyFans live stream together all the time? Megan and Kat hang out every single day.
Yeah. They don't like
Why?
you. Doesn't matter.
Why?
The point is they don't like you.
Oh, really? They don't?
That's what they have
then
in
why
common.
do they keep hanging out with me?
I mean, they enjoy.
You want me to be real?
In Boston, were they hanging out with
You want me to? Yeah, they both were. And they're
Come
both.
on.
And
Megan called a fat lesbian to chill with her.
And by the way, Layla is the girl that Zherka is hanging out with. Layla is this girl right here. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. But let me skip to that part where they start getting into the conversation because I don't want to dwell on this. Conversation is just too weird for me. I'm not. Listen, I know I'm a similar age to Zherka and some of these guys, but realistically, I don't vibe with these kind of conversations personally. None of the guys I hang out with would condone these kind of conversations because it's just grimy as fuck. So that's, again, we got to question some of these dudes who calling themselves good guys online and following and platforming guys like Zherka and HeelMike. It's like, you guys aren't good dudes if this is how you talk about people. Again, I'm going to just fast forward this because this is not my cup of tea. But let me get to the part where I got to make a point at. But let's continue.
What's wrong? I'm really not trying to sound like an asshole, but
your game would be better if you're less greedy. I know people. I'm telling you,
my game is insane. I don't care what you're telling me. That's what you need to understand.
Kendall agrees with me. I was with him the other day.
I fired Kendall because he's not good enough.
And he brought up Kendall. Keep that in mind because Zherka, once he goes crazy during this live stream, after this live stream, he tries to use Kendall as a reason why no one wants to fuck with HeelMike because HeelMike is such a toxic person. But Zherka only releases half of the statement. Again, Zherka loves to lie. He's a pathological liar, right? He likes to say he tells the truth, but he's a pathological liar. So he's lying right here. And even oh boy, Kendall comes out and says, "Yo, no, Zherka's a liar. I don't fuck with Zherka, and this is all not worth $5,000 a month, right?" Which he's making that money to pay people $5 a month. So it lets you know what's going on here.
But
so whoop-de-doo.
No, not
the
for
guy
camera
who's
work.
not good enough.
Kendall, not for camera
just
work.
Like Eli.
Not for camera
Bro,
work. Kendall said
I don't know what you're
bite
on
off
about.
more than you can chew. True.
Really? Kendall, I paid you $5,000.
Not for
a
work,
month.
for women.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck.
It's not about camera work,
Bro, get the fuck out of here. I pay these people over too much.
Okay.
They deserve everything.
Say it was a good idea for me to bring my ex on my date with Megan.
No, because you don't understand that those two don't have a past.
Say
Megan,
it. So did you do it?
It's a different.
Say
background.
right now to them, it was a good idea. I said, fuck you, John. I'm bringing my ex with Megan.
Megan literally wanted it.
Then why'd you call her lesbian best friend and stay with her 13 hours and not? She didn't even
didn't.
get on your stream. It was me, you, Megan.
She didn't want to be on stream.
Why?
She said because she just didn't want to.
Why?
She said she didn't want to. So I said,
So
well,
her-
bringing Cat.
No, that's not what I
Yeah,
meant.
that's exactly
You
what
promised
happened.
me it'll
It's
be a
exactly-
2-on-2.
Never.
And I said
Ever.
I said to him, Megan
Ever.
doesn't have to like you, but women want. Do women like attention?
I don't care.
Answer that.
Yeah, women like attention.
Does Megan like attention?
You're damn right.
What if there's a
She would-
deficit because of Cat?
She would get all the
So-
attention.
so would
she would get all the attention if she paid for the whole place. I split it. So
That's the
bitch,
point.
bring your dyke friend. I bring my ex. That's simple.
They're
Don't
watching.
talk back
They're
to
watching
me.
this.
I don't care if they watch
The
back
point
to me.
is, Chad,
What are you on
and
about?
the whole trip, Mike said to me, yes, women like attention, but it's my.
Bro.
She said, he keeps saying to me, the woman told me it's okay for me to bring my ex. I said, the woman lies. Do women
They're
not
best
lie?
friends. They're best friends.
But do women?
Kat and Megan are best
Do
friends.
women say what they mean? John, you can bring Jill. Imagine Mindy said, John, you can bring Jill.
She would never say that. 'cause
No,
you
if she said that in your
she
logic,
would never say that.
if Mindy said, John, bring Jill, he would say, hey, it's cool.
Hey.
Miss PBJ, come
Buddy,
over.
buddy,
That's his
buddy,
logic.
you don't.
I don't listen to what women
listen,
say. What the
You
fuck?
don't have game. They would never say that.
But if she did,
She wouldn't.
explore the hypothetical so we know your logic. If Mindy said
You
bring
don't
Jill,
understand.
would you say it's cool to bring Jill?
It wouldn't happen
But
because you don't have
that's-
game.
but that's
Mike,
not
you have
explaining
no
the-
game. I have no game. I am the king of
This
game.
is Mike.
Ready? I'm gonna mute this to say this.
Oh my God, bro.
I heard the first part. He said I made the girl suck my dick. Listen, these guys, they get real fucking degenerate, bro.
It doesn't mean she's calm. Do you
Okay,
know
she's
what
not a
those
hoe.
girls-
Not a hoe. Not a
those-
hoe. Not a whole argument. The best argument ever.
No, complete whore. You don't understand that she still needs to go in that mentality and be like, get ready to get fucked. So when a girl is not ready to be
All right,
confident,
just let's go to the Mindy thing. If your logic is you don't care, you brought another girl to take attention from Megan.
Megan didn't want to be on stream.
Because Megan said,
Megan didn't want to be on
I don't
stream.
care, Mike, bring another girl.
No,
right?
she didn't say
You
that.
said bring Kat.
No, she didn't.
You said
No,
it
I didn't.
earlier.
Kat's- No, Megan.
You
said
said
it
Megan
first.
wanted.
Megan said it first, and you can ask Mindy.
Said what?
To bring Kat.
That's exactly what I said.
Megan brought it up.
Okay, exactly. So Megan said bring Kat.
Yep.
If Mindy said John, bring Jill.
She would never.
But if,
say that.
but if,
because you.
what
have
happens if?
no
Would you believe her?
game.
Would you believe her?
No, I'd be like, there's your two aren't gonna get along.
That's exactly my point. They say what they don't mean to look cool.
Those
Women
girls will
lie.
never get along.
No,
I'm
but
overdosing
I'm
on
saying
coke.
if.
I'm overdosing on coke. That's why I got Megan, Mindy, and fucking Kat flying to Miami. I'm overdosing on coke though. I'm overdosing on coke.
I'm not going.
Oh,
Mindy is
when's
so.
when's Jill? When's Jill's
Mindy is
flight?
so-
When's Jill's flight?
I'll
When's
show you.
Jill's
I'll
flight?
show you. I'll show you.
She's not coming
I'll
because
show you.
my game is so good. I don't even want to say it, bro.
Here's the truth.
You
Okay.
guys are retarded, bro.
Every girl wants attention on earth except the one Mike pisses off, Megan. And I don't think she's pissed. She just called some random.
Again, here's Zherka just he's pushing some point that actually doesn't really matter, but he's doing it because again, you're watching on display two egos battle it out right now, and neither one are trying to call it quits. All right, neither one wants to be looked at as a beta, so they're going back and forth, back and forth. Realistically, this shit is cringe and unnecessary. But to understand, because he says something in just a little bit here that you guys need to pay attention to before we flip over to Destiny's stream where things really take off, because that's where Panda jumps into the mix. And then you want to talk about real bridge burning. This is where this shit takes off on Destiny stream. So we're gonna go on it. Before we go into that though, again, Zherka just has this thing where he just pushes and pushes and pushes. You see how draining he can be? Like you're watching him drain someone's energy live on stream. That's why he doesn't have the wherewithal to realize that Zherka, like you're not you're not good to be around for long periods of time. That's just being real. And Tony Wing Chong, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, "Sup, dude, can you do a live show on debate between Coach Red Pill and Destiny and Laser Pig? It's really good. Also, Angry Man and Destiny. Yeah, can you send me the link? That'll help with like just streamlining me having to look for it because I already have like a list of content set for the week. So send me the link to it so I can add that in. But yeah, I don't mind covering it. Let's continue.
Some fat lesbian in our hotel. Why is there a random fat lesbian in our hotel?
Because she didn't want to be on stream, so she called her friend.
She didn't do that for 1 month with Yassine.
Because you and Yassine were doing YouTube videos that weren't live, and 90% of the times you guys hung out wasn't live. It was 3 days in a row live streamed, and then she threw in the white towel. You're paraphrasing, you're lying.
If you win this debate, you are saying women don't care about male attention, especially high value male. That's crazy.
No, you can just make a woman have a broader perspective and see the bigger picture and want to hang out with a man and do what they want to do.
That sounds like Adam 22. You can make a woman not be jealous.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
You're good at being Adam 22.
My ex-girlfriend is best friends now with the girl who gave me head on stream. Tell me that isn't a 10 out of 10 game. Tell me that's not 10 out of 10
your
game.
ex-girlfriend?
My ex-girlfriend
Who was your ex-girlfriend?
is best friends with the girl who gave me head on stream.
Tell
me that's not a game.
It's not.
Tell me that's not a game.
It's not.
Tell me that's not 10 out of 10
It's
game.
not game.
Tell me, oh, it's that game.
It's not.
Really, what happened with Mindy and Jill?
Why do you do that? Oh, that's not good. Why did he have that reaction, bro? Hey, hold up. I got it. Why? Oh, it's not game. He almost said like, hey, that's a pearl clutching moment right there. He's like, oh, I don't have game. Oh, like first of all, why does that matter? Y'all look like a bunch of high schoolers arguing over this shit, but like just the way he did it though, chat. Like, oh, I don't have game. Hold up.
Wait, your
My
ex-girlfriend?
ex-girlfriend
Who was your ex-girlfriend?
is best friends with the girl who gave me head on stream.
Cat and
Tell me that's not game.
It's not.
Tell me that's not game.
It's not.
Tell me that's not 10 out of 10
It's
game.
not game.
Tell me, oh, it's not game.
Why did he do that? Oh, it's not game. It's not game. I gotta get the whole feet crossing. Oh, it's not game. I'm sorry, Ted. I gotta pull that back one more time. I got to pull that
Tell me
back.
that's not game.
It's not.
Tell me that's not 10 out of 10
It's
game.
not game.
Tell me, oh, it's not game.
It's not.
Really well.
It's not good. Hey, yo, bro. Y'all take this shit too seriously. It's too serious, bro. Like, hey, is this something you want to be bragging about at the end of the day, bro? Come on, dog.
What happened with Mindy and Jill?
No.
Do they like each other? No, they don't.
It would be,
They don't. They hate each other.
It would be gay.
Bro, dude's ego is now taking control. He cannot stand the fact that Zherka just says he does not have. Bro has more. That's not 10 out of 10 game. What? He is shocked. Now he has to go full ego mode right now. This is what we're seeing.
Oh, yep.
It would be game if they both suck your dick. That's the point.
Okay.
If Megan,
Yep.
it would be game if Kat and Megan both went to his bedroom. That's game.
They both hung out with me because we don't care.
Why did they
about
both
the
sleep with you?
Why didn't they both? Because
Yeah.
they're not into girls like each other. They're not gonna have a threesome with me.
What? They like girls?
Megan does not. Megan's like super anti-lesbian. You know that.
No, I don't. I know something else.
Really? I'm
Way
pretty sure. Megan's seen pussy.
I could make
Megan
Megan do anything.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it in Miami.
Hold on.
But she's gonna bring her fat
Hold
fucking
on.
friend again.
If they loved you
Why
so
not?
much,
You've known it.
why
You-
did they do this?
Didn't you?
Kat here, Megan here for you. Why didn't they do that?
Then
Like,
why
go to
were you
bed.
in a hotel with?
This is the guy that criticized Sneako. for not being a good Muslim because he does the hot tub streaming and with all the other girls. Oh, by the way, this is the guy right here, Mr. HeelMike. Okay, a lot of the hot tub streaming and the stuff with the girls and whatnot. He's providing all of that. Zherka admitted that. All right, okay. A lot of the streaming Zherka's using for his business, the Date IQ. He just admitted that. So again, when you hear streaming, strippers, prawn stars, hot tub, think HeelMike providing it.
Megan, Mindy, you and Yassine, but she was all on Yassine instead of you.
Ooh, which one?
Megan.
Because I told her, you go to my fucking agent right now.
Oh, you told her. What a good.
Because I'm a wingman. I'm not a fucking.
Oh,
What am I? Hey,
okay.
Megan and your cousin Mindy, 2 cousins. We've done that before. I'm kidding.
Gonna say.
No, I'm joking. But the point I'm trying to make is a lot of times you look at me and say, John, I don't care about the game anymore. Fuck that bitch. And I go, if you say fuck that bitch, you got to deal with the consequences of her actually fucking
You
off.
act like I
She
said fuck that. Oh my.
Yeah, you
God.
did. I said, why are you doing the Bella thing? You said fuck that.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm talking about Megan, Mindy, and Kat. Those are the homies.
Well, my goal is to have them on cast as long as possible.
They will be on cast.
No, I am sick of Mindy. She's so clingy, bro.
Now, they don't fucking tell Mindy to fucking chill out.
No, I literally yelled at her for a week straight. She wouldn't leave me alone. I said, I want alone time. She doesn't even stare at her phone. She's just this. She just stares. Like, what the fuck is that about? I'm like, what are you looking at, bitch?
I'll talk to Mindy.
No, because literally after a few days, I said, I'm going to actually do it. Get out you if you don't leave my fucking room. She said, do it. I won't tell anyone. Fuck this shit, bro. They're falling in love too fast because we have clout now.
Hoes love me because we have clout now. Oh yeah, what a surprise, huh? Maybe it's not like your clout can help something, right? Maybe in their lives or their careers or their OnlyFans subscriptions go up. I don't know. Maybe just because they just love you guys, right? I mean, this is the type of high value men that we want young guys to be striving for. This is wild. This is wild, Chad.
Cool.
This is wild.
We're arguing because you called Bella 5 times and you thought I'm not wingmanning you by saying cut it out.
Oh, the girl has a fucking husband.
You're the one who fucked her.
I don't want to fuck her.
Then why'd you fuck her?
I didn't fuck her.
Would you fuck her throat?
They're talking about Layla, the girl that is seen on stream with Zherka. So that Zherka is admitting right now that's Mike's sloppy seconds. I mean, again, these girls get passed around like a freaking cheap blunt. Like it's crazy how this stuff is just allowed to go down. But again, these guys are allowed to go on YouTube and grandstand about how much their lives are better because they're living this way and you need to follow in their footsteps. These are the same people, by the way. But look at their lifestyles. Not very appetizing.
I've already have.
So, but she has a husband. You want your cake and eat it too. She has a husband. I can't fuck her pussy, but I can fuck her throat.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what. Look at Layla. She gave me head a few times and I fucked her and now she eats me.
That was a month ago.
Yeah, but she loved me when she gave me head. The second I fucked her,
she was bullying you.
She bullied me because I. Oh
What's the real reason she's mad? I don't even buy her.
Because I literally made her cry that night.
But so did I.
You never made her cry.
I said
knew
you're
exactly
a clown, ugly whore in her face.
Now they're competing about who made who cry. Yo, I made her cry really bad. No, not as bad as I made her cry. These are genuinely healthy men. I can't see why these guys could be a problem or a potential threat to actual masculinity out there. No, exactly what they're saying is perfectly fine, right? All right? Just making sure that you can make other girls in your life cry. I mean, once you do that, you're alpha enough as it is. Bruh, this is getting weird.
You couldn't even call her a whore to her face, you pussy.
You don't even know that.
He never even yelled at her. He said, this is all he said to Layla. You're being totally unfair. You're being an asshole. And then when she was an asshole to me, I said, get off my face, you whore. And
when did I say that?
In front of Dakota.
What happened? Exactly. What happened when we were walking down the street?
And then when he saw she smiled because I called her a whore and I was shocked, then he was emboldened. He said, well, I guess we can go Layla.
You don't understand. I played very good dumb. What happened when we were walking down the street and I just randomly popped a U-turn? I went to you and Dakota. I go, I don't know why she's crying. And she has a stressed blood nose.
And I wiped the blood off her face with my shirt like a gentleman.
What do you think happened there?
I regretted it because cops drove by.
What do you think
happened?
What do you think?
Shit out the girl. Chad, here's the truth. The truth is, Mike will never apologize for taking the Mexican girl from me because when he banged her, remember when he grabbed her? I've never seen him.
Low blows.
Here's the king of game. He grabbed her, started spinning her. I'm like, dude, you're drunk. Stop spinning the hottest chick we've ever had in our house. He dropped her on her head. She did this. Boom. And I was like, yo, delete the fucking clip. It looks like we're beating these girls up.
Nothing.
He broke her head. Then, instead of comforting her, he went to Kendall's room to talk to Kendall and his girlfriend for 45 minutes. As he's talking to her for 45 minutes, she's like, where's Mike? And he wasn't even being that flirty with her. He was just like drunk. I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. Mike is doing that thing where nobody gets the pussy.
Exactly.
I start rubbing on the bitch pussy and shit. She's super loving me.
And what happened?
Do you think Mike is okay with this? I said, I don't even give a fuck anymore.
Hey, listen. And what do you think?
Said, you're breaking her head.
So,
he
listen.
threw her against drywall. He's like this. Let me pick you up. Chad, who was there when he spun the hottest girl we've ever seen in our life? That is the hottest. What's that bitch name? Angel, you're the hottest woman on earth. And fuck you for.
Yo, again, Zherka is doing these things. He's outing people. Like, he's saying the names. In HeelMike, he's saying, yo, you're saying names. What Zherka is doing, he's exposing these girls, right? This is what Zherka does, like I said earlier in the stream. He takes private shit and does it public, especially when he's high on the coke. He's a danger to himself at this point. Now, again, both of these guys are degenerates. I don't support any of what they're saying. But again, you're seeing what Zherka does to burn bridges, okay? But let's continue.
Hates me, so who cares? She literally doesn't DM me back.
Good.
I've never had a girl in my life not DM me back, except the one he whispered in her ear, don't talk to Zherka. Fucking snake.
Said that.
Yes, you admitted. He said, you don't talk to Zherka when you're on stream. He was grabbing on my bitch's ass. I pushed Mia in because I wanted the other one. I'm kidding, Mia. Mia, if you're watching this, I'm kidding. Mia, if you're watching this, I'm kidding. I only like the other one because she's easier than you.
I'm a snake breeder. This guy literally tries to spin everything, bro.
No, but bro, be honest. I said, if you're my best friend, 500 girls came. You called me gay because I didn't fuck any
she
of
didn't
them.
respond.
He introduced me to 500 models. I said, they're not my type. He called me gay. When I said that one's my type, plus I fingered her before you, bitch. He said, sorry, John, you're my best friend, but I'm going to take this. I said, then go. 5 times in a row, I said, dude, she's about to leave. You should fuck her. You should fuck her. He said, I want to listen to Lil Wayne with you. I said, if you don't fuck her, she's not going to fuck me because she's literally mad at me. What are you doing? And
what? This guy is over here literally admitting that, hey, bro, please let me have your sloppy seconds. She's got to smash you first. I need your sloppy seconds. Otherwise, if she don't smash you, I'm worried I might not even have a chance, right? But this guy sells date IQ courses. Fucking A, bro. Look how he's just groveling at this point. This is embarrassing, bro.
Now she won't talk to either of us. What's her name?
You know why?
Layla, you're so pretty, dude.
Oh my God.
And now he's simping for her. This is the guy who's shaming Sneako. This is the guy who's shaming Adam. This is the guy who's shaming Logan Paul. But here he is simping for a porn star, by the way. Okay? This is so unreal, bro. All of this shit doesn't make any sense.
You're a fucking whore. You're a pretty whore. Was she a stripper?
So dumb.
I understand how cucks marry hot girls.
So dumb.
I understand why cucks marry you. Yeah, because you're a cuck yourself, bro. You're just in the closet right now. I mean, but we're seeing with this dynamic y'all two got going on, we see there's a lot more cuckoldry going on in this household than I could possibly ever imagine.
It's insane. It's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And yo, you know what's funny? She doesn't even look young. All the young ones I gave to Mike. I just want the older looking one. I'm not even a pedo. I've just been lying. Yeah, I know. Zherka's a simp for that girl for sure. Because she's just perfect. She's a Hooters. Remember her Hooters?
Yeah, this is all he does is yell, bro.
I try to give Mike game. He don't listen.
He doesn't understand long term.
Stop it. He's quantity, I'm quality. I sustain.
There you go.
My
Talked over me.
Layla.
You sustain hoes, and Layla's about to be one of your biggest example of that.
He's quantity, I'm quality. I sustain.
There you go.
My
Talked over me.
Layla
Talk
spent
over me.
$500 on me in a day. Layla never spent a dime on me.
Layla got me 8,000 views, which gave me a raise from Eddie. Fuck your $500. I got fucking tens and thousands of bans from Eddie.
Layla only did the stream today to give you 9,000 viewers because I went outside. I said, if you don't do this stream, I'm blocking
And
you.
you know why Layla started being weird to me? It's because I fucked her. Exactly why I didn't fuck her.
No, it's because you.
Again, Layla is this girl right here, the single mother who has kids and a Mormon boyfriend somewhere in the country that is watching all this go down. Okay, so again, this is Layla. HeelMike sloppy seconds that Zherka is in love with, absolutely, right? Again.
Talk shit about her about your dick post. That's what she said.
You're a for defending her on that.
Boom! Again. Now, this really sets HeelMike off, okay? Zherka, this is the problem with him. He just keeps pushing. And I don't know if it's the drugs or whatever it is, but he doesn't know when to just stop. He just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing until someone snaps. Let's hear it.
Post. That's what she said.
You're a for defending her on that.
She's my wife.
I don't give a fuck. That
Don't talk
actually
about
is the
my wife
one
like
thing
that.
that annoys me.
Why are you talking about my wife, bro?
You're actually annoying like that.
I'm in love with her, bro.
Don't give a
You
fuck.
know I gotta
Go
take
ahead,
her
drink
side.
my fucking cum out of her fucking tight little fucking.
I know you
nasty
fucked her,
orifice.
but you're the best man at that wedding, Michael.
Again, they're talking about some of the women. Some of you guys have been following these Manosphere losers or these red pill losers for a while. All right, these are the type of girls you don't want. These are the type of girls that would ruin your life. Yet here are these same guys on a stream hanging out with these very same women they just got done telling you not to hang out with. Yet you guys still support them. Why? Like, none of this makes any sense. Which brings me to Destiny's stream, because Destiny kind of breaks a lot of this stuff down, kind of. So let's go ahead and play his stream. We already kind of covered most of the stuff already, but we didn't get to the part where Destiny kind of goes over more of the stream where not HeelMike, but what do you call it? Panda shows up, and it got crazy.
What's Uber Black?
For her,
Who's her?
Angel. And I was like, Mike.
Oh,
No.
Expose him.
No.
You bought the Uber Black. I
I
can't
got you.
Remember, they were just talking about Angel in the last clip. All right, here we go. Let's get it, because Panda just showed up.
100%.
Is this war going to happen every
I'll keep going, bro.
stream?
You said I would side with him.
Always. You will always side with Zherka.
When I said, yo, bro, I bought her Uber Black.
What's Uber Black?
For her,
Who's her?
Angel. And I was like, Mike.
Oh,
No.
Expose him.
No.
You bought the Uber Black. I
I
can't
got you.
I forgot. You exposed him. Am I a homie? Am I a homie?
Hold on.
I literally gave my crush to this.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. No.
how much is
It's like, bro, yo, Zherka, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, Jesus, calm the fuck down, bro. Like, you lucky. I'm surprised Panda didn't sock you right there. You grabbing him saying the N-word and shit. Like, bro, I would have. What the fuck, bro? Calm the fuck down.
does Uber Black cost?
Not that much
Hold on.
compared to.
Sometimes if I
Uber
bring
X.
girls over, it's annoying to go to the airport. So sometimes like, listen, can I get you an Uber? Do you think if I got them like an Uber Black, is that like a significantly more luxurious experience? Like, would they have a higher opinion of me?
God
Or
damn, Zherka. What the fuck, bro? Like, again, like, yo, there are two black dudes here, and he's just screaming that out loud. I got no respect for any of these dudes, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all, chat. I got no respect for these dudes, bro. Like, what the fuck is this, though? Like, at the end of the day, like, these guys, what is this?
do you think? I've never ordered an Uber Black in my life. Okay. An Uber X for me to the airport is $28.91. So about $29. An Uber Black, is that Uber Premier? No. I see Uber Premier SUV.
Destiny, Uber Black is like the luxury version in Uber, right? So if you pay for Uber Black, that basically signifies, especially in these red pill guys and the girls they like to chase, in their minds, that signifies that you got money or you got some kind of status. Oh, you got her moving out here to you on Uber Black, right? And the thing is depending on the night or if they got a surge moment or whatever it is, it's really not that much costly. Like sometimes I'll ride Uber X if my car's in the shop, or I'll ride Uber Black, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? It doesn't matter. It's just whatever's available. And sometimes where I'm at, it's like literally within a couple of dollars of each other anyway. So I don't know why these guys are using that as some kind of flex. But again, it just goes to show you how degenerate these people are.
Uber Green, Uber XL, Uber. I don't see Uber Black. Maybe I don't have it in Miami. I see Uber Premier is $66 or $65. I don't know. Huh. Do they like roll out a carpet for you, or it's only for special accounts? Oh, well.
Yeah, you gotta have a nice car. You gotta have it's one of those.
Okay, sorry.
But you did. This you did. You came up to me. You're like, where you going? Why are you leaving? Bro. And she like, bro, I waited 45 minutes. You're like,
so I'm the hero. I told you.
Nigga said, I'm finna go get my stuff.
3v1.
Went back upstairs. Start doing this shit with John.
He gave him a coffee. He's such a homie.
I gave him a coffee.
He made it over. I'm begging him. Yo, check this out.
Okay.
She's the love of my life. But I said, Mike, stop dancing with me. Go to her. He said, no, one more song. He made her an espresso to keep her up. We're the greatest friends Mike has ever had.
He just said that I will never end stream, but then I end stream to get pussy. I just go.
What?
I didn't say that shit.
He made her an espresso to keep her up.
Who are these people? Like, who are these people, chat? What the fuck is going on? Glassy Eye, shout out to you for the $5 which I says, in an alternate universe, Layla is the daughter of the 19-year-old that Donovan got sprung on years ago. Yo, if you introduce Layla to Donovan Sharp's life, he will dump Devin for her right now. Bro, I wouldn't doubt it. She's 20 years old, so she could easily be the heroin-addicted single mother that got Donovan to ruin his life. I mean, she's getting Zherka to ruin his life right now and spiral out of control. So imagine what she would do with a scrub like Donnie Boy. I mean, this guy fucking gardens on his free time while masquerading as an alpha male. I mean, this is the bastion of masculinity right here. I mean, if this dude got with Layla, I'm sorry, bro. He's risking it all. Fuck Devin. Like, it's not like she gave me her years and everything like that. No. This girl's like 20, bro, and she's a single mom. So what? Devin, you're a single mom, but you're 50. Again, these guys have no principles. Donovan will fold. He would fold for Layla right off the bat, dog. These guys masquerade like they have principles, but they're just degenerates at the end of the day.
You
No.
I don't care.
Dumb man shit. No, you said I only have his back. Another dumb man shit. Another dumb man shit I did. Layla and Kendall threw a alley-oop of hell, but Layla, when I first came back,
Layla is sitting back there. By the way, imagine this. Imagine you're this Mormon guy that is raising her kid or whatever it is, right? And you're watching Layla get talked about like an absolute whore, all right? Wow, by all these guys who are talking about how much they slept with her, how much they did crazy things with her, and she's laying back there, just, letting it all happen. Again, these girls aren't normal women. They don't have any respect. They don't have any self-respect or any concept of it. So that's why I don't feel bad for any of them, because how, as a woman, listen to these guys just dirty talk about all the private shit you did with them, and then you're just sitting there and accepting that. You're not a normal person with any kind of self-respect. A self-respecting woman, the moment she gets embarrassed by these men, she gets up and leaves and doesn't deal with them anymore. And she has to deal with the embarrassment, no doubt, but like, she's not sticking around with this shit. But then we look at this woman who's got a son or whatever you want to call it, right? I don't want to, they're letting all the business be known. She's got a kid. And she's doing all this. Like, this is just insane to me. Like, this is just all insane to me. Just letting these guys speak up on you like that and then still claim that you're a respectable person that's worthy of anything. Like, this is crazy. Like, get up out of that bed right there with that stupid-ass monkey and leave. But, again, For those of you guys who are trying to criticize and say, dude, why? But these women know. Nah, bro. These are not good people. These people, all of these guys are toxic individuals, including the women they deal with. And this is why you young men out there who are looking for symbols of masculinity, you don't want to listen to these people because you will end up with women that are guaranteed to ruin your life. And then it's like a cycle all over again where you guys ended up here. Okay. And we don't want you guys to be in this space. But again, you got to understand the reason why you guys end up here is because you're listening to idiots like this. Let's continue.
In my house, she's like, let me suck you. And I was like, get up. What's the real problem? Because I knew, I'm like, you only suck my dick. What's the real problem? And I didn't let her suck my dick because I was like, Mike likes this girl. And he's probably going to kiss her later. And I don't want him to kiss me. So, you know what I mean? So I was a dumb man.
You guys keep talking about girls I've and then you guys think I care.
No, because I'm
it's
a dumb.
Very weird. Like, I don't know what it is.
That's not true. That's not true. I had Angel before him. He got cooked so bad he cried, and he said to Angel, "John's not coming back from Fresh and Fit Miami." Yes, I am, Angel. Wait for me, you little bitch.
Hey, yo, Zherka, you keep going the way you're going. The moment Myron cuts you off, that's it for your career. Fresh and Fit is the last safety net for a lot of these bozos losing platforms online like Sneako, Andrew Tate, and a lot of you. As soon as Myron, we don't even call it Fresh and Fit because basically Myron, whatever. But listen, as soon as he cuts you off, Zherka, your career's over. You understand that, right? Yeah, maybe you can rely on Adam 22, but Adam 22's career, people can argue, is probably in the gutter. A lot of y'all are just heading downhill in dramatic fashion, but you're clueless to it. It's like, wow, the train's speeding towards a brick wall there, but we're all just dancing and snorting cocaine while we're celebrating the end of days. I mean, it's weird, but you know what? I'm here for the bridge burning. I'm here for all the bridge burning. And don't lie, some of you Zherka tards out there, y'all are here for the bridge burning too. Okay, y'all love seeing Zherka as this degenerative mess that he is right now, and that's what excites you guys. So listen, welcome to the chat. Hey, listen, you see any Zherka tards in the chat? Moderators, give them a warm welcome and congratulate them on joining in on watching the celebratory bridge burning that Zherka is performing in right now. So let's not hate on the Zherka tards in the chat right now. Let's welcome him, because where else are they going to get content basically breaking down the downfall of their hero, Zherka? Let's just keep going, bro.
Buddy, in Miami?
I don't think I would. I'm not sure if it's true or not, what Zherka's saying now, but I wouldn't trust Zherka because Zherka's done this to me. Zherka will send pictures to me of girls that he thinks I want to, or girls that I have, girls that I will hook up with, and he just like sends me pictures of girls, and I think he's trying to make me jealous. So
even Destiny just admit Zherka does this on purpose just to fuck with people, and he wonders why people don't want to fuck with him no more.
So when Zherka says this, I think he's just projecting a ton, because I think there's girls that Zherka wants to, unless he's trolling on that he gets like upset over. So I'm pretty sure this is 100% projection from Zherka. But I don't know HeelMike, so it's possible that maybe this did happen. But like, yeah, that's so weird. It is weird. Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know why he does it, and I don't even know why he thinks I would care.
No, yeah. Destiny, you're right though. Destiny, you're absolutely right. Zherka is insecure. Why do you think he's bragging? That's what chat. That's why I have to play you guys the video of the live stream where Zherka literally is bragging about having the sloppy seconds of HeelMike, right? Because exactly what Destiny is pointing out, he actually doesn't know. Destiny doesn't know how right he is, right? He's pointing out the fact that Zherka is insecure. That Angel girl they're talking about, HeelMike had her first, and Zherka's pissed off about it. He literally is so pissed off, he decides to wreck an entire relationship because of it. All right, and HeelMike has done a lot in the background to help Zherka out, which is so interesting, seeing how Zherka is willing to just bury a lot of these people alongside because of his ego. It doesn't make any sense, but he does this all the time. Zherka is actually jealous of people being able to get girls. Listen, again, y'all Zherka tards might think Zherka has game, but even the people around Zherka who actually provide the women for these guys to hang around with realize that Zherka doesn't have game, which is what we all knew. Okay, he's just a loudmouth. That's it.
In Miami, I want you to know, in Miami, I didn't want to tell you this. I told Kendall, you were making out with Sophie
Sophie?
30 minutes after I come down her
Who's
throat.
Sophie?
And again, I can't tell, but it really does feel like in these spaces, nobody here actually enjoys sex. It's all just like, I keep bringing up that stupid tippy fucking quote that like everything in life is about sex except sex is about power. It feels like it every day. It's just like so stupid. I don't know. Like the way these guys talk about like girls and sex, it feels like they don't even care. It's all just validation from women.
I was just saying that, dude. It's facts. Like the girl they're bragging about is sitting right there. The girl they're bragging about being passed around, this girl right here, okay, that they're all bragging about, she's sitting back there, bro. So do these guys actually care about getting women? No. Do these guys care about getting quality women to wife up? No. It's all about bragging rights to other men. The red pill is about showing out to other men, okay? That's the truth. If you guys are gonna take the real truth pill over here, that's all these guys are here to do, just to show off for other guys. It's cringe, bro.
Men and then validation towards other men, right? But I don't know, man.
Bella had a threesome?
No, I've never
oh,
kissed
yeah, you did.
Sophie.
I come
just
down
started
her
kissing
dirty
my
throat.
dick through the
And
pants.
you were
And she
literally,
said to me,
you posted
she said
a
to me,
fucking-
Like, why would you even talk about a girl that you hook up with that way? Like, I can't imagine thinking if I had a girl that was willing to suck me off and I'm like, yeah, I come down her dirty, this whore's throat. Like, I feel like that reflects poorly on you. Why are you hooking up with that person if you feel that way? I don't know.
It's so fast. I would never ever talk about a woman I've been with privately in such a public and degenerative manner. It's so disgusting, bro. Like it's crazy because whatever you do in the bedroom should stay in the bedroom if you respect the girl. Again, I deal with women who, probably, they're not like these type of girls that like to be in a public eye era prawn stars, okay? But so the fact that these guys are willing to disrespect these girls, it shows that A, they don't have respect for them, but then they kind of do at the same time, since these are the type of women they only go after. Name the last time you seen a goody two shoes on his stream, right? Name the last time you seen a virgin on the stream. Name the last time you seen any one of these girls that these guys hold as the model of women that most young girls should aspire to. Name when you actually see these guys around these girls. You've never seen these guys around these girls. These guys are always around girls who have OnlyFans. These guys are always around girls who are prawn stars. These guys are always around girls who live these type of lifestyle they like to preach against, which tells you that they either have mommy issues or there's some kind of fucked up psyche going on here, because there's no valid explanation why they love the women they hate. Y'all get that? Or is it just me trying to figure this out? I don't get it, but I'm trying to get it at the same time. This is the best I can do at explaining it to you, okay? They love these women, but they hate them at the same time. That's the easiest I can put it. You go ahead and put together the pieces on how that psychologically works out. I don't know. But it's so fucking confusing to me, but also interesting at the same time, because it's like, are these the type of men we got to be looking forward to in the future, where they love and hate the type of women they always talk about? What is this, chat?
I don't know. It just feels like such a weird and shitty way to refer to people that are willing to f you, or literally.
Mike is texting me to come over. I said, go, bitch. She said, no, he's cringe.
Sophie, I came down her throat and then I had a threesome with Bella and Rachel. She was done.
And yo, Rachel said, John, I won't see Mike.
A lot of says, a lot of this, a lot of that.
Okay, check
a lot
this
of
out.
fake shit.
Yo, check this out.
You're just a liar.
Rachel, Sophie,
you lie good.
I swear to God,
You lie
if
good.
I was mad at Mike,
Okay, little fat.
I can make
Lie.
all these girls block him in one text.
Hold on,
That's how little game he has.
Hold on. Don't-
Bro, they're literally in love with me, bro.
You're gonna break the table.
Yeah, who you
Another
gonna,
table?
Yes.
who you
You
gonna,
broke that last thing.
No.
who you gonna make me block? Who's gonna block me?
Anyone, pick one.
Jenna tomorrow.
Can you hold on?
Goddamn,
If
stop
I-
leaning, bro. You can talk about Alina.
Megan and
Like Zherka is just pissing people off. He's just pissing people off left and right. Even the niggas that are here supposed to support you, you're just pissing them off, dog. Like, this guy is unstable as hell.
He only chilled with you. I can show you text, because I said, I dare you to say one bad thing about Mike, and they said, okay.
Do you know how much girls
And
I have to do damage control
No,
with
you
your
haven't.
faggot ass?
Your girls
Yes, I
beg.
have.
His girls beg.
No, they
John
don't.
is so famous. Can I stay with Fresh Fit
No,
John?
they do
And he
not.
goes, this is how he platforms. He goes, do you want to be with Fresh Fit Star?
I literally have messages from Mia, Mindy. Mindy
He
too.
was on my
Mia,
stream
Mindy.
yesterday.
Anybody with background information, can y'all tell me if HeelMike supplies the girls for Fresh and Fit show? Because that'd be very interesting to know. Does this guy supply the girls that we see on Fresh and Fit? I wouldn't be surprised. So the fact that they're bringing up Fresh and Fit this much, and how Fresh and Fit plays such a massive role in some of these girls getting such notoriety, I think it's very important to find out. Don't you?
Exactly, because I make you look good, buddy.
Yeah, I
These
yelled
girls
at her. I yelled
text
at her.
me.
I
These
literally
girls
yelled at
text
me.
me,
I
and
said,
I go,
"You
it's
bitch."
all a character. It's all a character, and I lie to them.
You have to.
For you.
Thank you. Keep going.
Exactly,
Keep
dude.
lying
Shut
about
the
it.
No.
Keep lying about
Because you said I
fuck
always
Real
got his
literal
back.
loser.
I always, I have your back a lot too. No, because you said I was sucking. He's been over here for 2.5 weeks.
Why are you watching it? Because somebody said they leaked text here. I'm curious what.
And I haven't streamed with him once because I haven't felt like it. So like
That's on you. Use this.
No. But I told you I would just want to do
The
a.
slave
At the
DNA
end of the
is
day,
that
at the end of the day,
Holy
I
fuck.
literally let
Zherka just doesn't know when to stop, bro. This is your boy. You were his security guard, bro. Like, yo, shut the fuck up. You're burning bridges right now. It's not that deep. You're talking about girls that don't matter. It's not that deep. But, bruh, you, get a clue, Zherka.
the crush go to his lie, and he made her an espresso.
It's also remember what I said, and it is so true. Remember what I said. Okay. The easiest sign, not to shit on all these guys, I don't mean to, and maybe I don't have the full story, whatever, but like when you got a group of people that treat women so poorly, but so desperately rely on them for like the most important form of validation, right? They're whore, like what are these guys? They're whores, they're sluts, they come down their dirty throats, like bitches, blah, blah, blah. You know how I can own you the hardest? I can get those 2 girls to block you. I can message any girl and get her to block you. They're like energy they're like energy pylons for these guys, where it's like how many girls can you control to like shit on the other guy or block the other guy or do the other thing? Like it's such a
Destiny's on point with that, bro. It really is on point. It's so fucking weird. Again, I wasn't lying, yo. Chat, this is the cringiest live stream I've ever done. Like, I'm even cringing having to just give you guys backstory on that whole live stream because they skipped to the part where, HeelMike, and I'm going to show you guys the Twitter feud right afterwards that ensued from this live stream, okay? Because it gets worse after this live stream. But again, it's just so cringe seeing all this stuff go down. It's just so it's surprising that there are men out there that respect people like this. Just being real.
Unbelievably wild. It's such a wild world. Do you think it also conveys insecurity when a man insults another by saying overtly or otherwise that he has no game? I mean, it could be or it couldn't be, but it's all part of it's just the infinite validation seeking from women by people that treat women like shit is always really funny to me. It's an interesting dynamic.
Zherka's acting like a
Hold on.
I don't
Jesus
know
Christ.
what's good with John.
This
today.
was-
He's butthurt. He's
Yeah,
mad
bro.
that-
Like the amount of F slurs they drop in this video is crazy to me, man. Like I'm with you with that on that one, Destiny. It's crazy.
pulling views without his ass.
Jesus.
And now he's like trying to turn his. What Zherka does is he goes on platforms, tries to turn the chat against them. He goes on Sneako's, trying to turn Sneako's chat against them. That's all he does. It's good. Zherka's fun, and then he.
HeelMike is realizing he's looking around. This is like your first time watching everybody do mushrooms, Zerk rooms for the first time. And they're like, oh God, am I in a Zerka cycle? People realize they're stuck in a Zerka cycle. HeelMike.
Yeah, bro. HeelMike just coming to that realization that Zherka's a scumbag. Just like Sneako, just like Adin Ross, just like Fuzi, and just like everyone else. This guy doesn't realize he's burning the bridges with industry folks, okay? And we're just about to realize how important HeelMike was to Zherka and why it's so cringe that Zherka is willing to burn this bridge in such a weird manner.
Mike is realizing Zerka's like, wait a second, I bet it's real. He's realizing, wait, he did this shit to me.
Not early, right? This is a new guy.
No, this is not a new guy. He's like, wait, he did it to Sneako. He did it to Fresh and Fit. He did it to Fuentes. He did it to oh shit, am I in a Zerka cycle?
He gets a little too cooped up. It is intentional, John. You do it all the time, buddy.
There you go.
Yes, it is. You always do it, John. You try.
Oh, wait a minute. People around you are realizing that John is just a shock jock and will just start shit just to get views at the expense of other people? Are you just now realizing that? Oh, it's almost like this guy had no value outside of putting other people down for clout. But yet you guys platformed him. And when y'all had no problem with it, and because y'all were benefiting from it, it was okay. But now that Zherka has no choice but to turn it against you, it's a problem. Again, I don't feel sorry for none of y'all hypocrites. It just is what it is.
To leech, you try to do it, it's actually true. It's
just wait. Zherka says you were talking shit about HeelMike in about 10 minutes from now. The biggest shit talks that I've ever done against HeelMike is one, I think we've gone back and forth over like the cuck wife stuff, but like it's like it was really minor. I don't think he's ever said anything hugely offensive about that, and I don't think I've ever said anything hugely offensive about that. I think that's one thing. The second thing, the only thing I didn't like about HeelMike, and really, this wasn't even about HeelMike. This was about me being protective about Zherka, is it felt like HeelMike was riding a lot off of Zherka's popularity, and Zherka wasn't doing anything on his own. So it was kind of shit-talking HeelMike, but it was more just like telling Zherka, like, bro, why are you on HeelMike's stream every day? Go do your own shit. Like, stop making this guy a ton of money. Like, go do your own shit. That was basically the two big things that I, like, shit-talked HeelMike about. But, I also like I don't know, again, like I don't even know HeelMike enough to hate him. Like I mean, like obviously I don't like the way that they treat women and all that shit. I don't think they're rapists or anything. I just think it's all kind of cringe. But like yeah, I don't know HeelMike well, and we haven't like had enough beef to like fucking hate each other or anything, you know.
It's cringe. That's why you haven't been back on Myron, because Myron was looking at you, buddy.
Oh shit! And that's where I wanted to talk about right there. Again, remember what I told you guys early in the stream, because all the predictions we've been making, we're almost haven't been wrong ever. Like actually, we have not been wrong since like the start of this year. So we got to bead on reality. All right, it's something called hindsight combined with common sense when you're observing patterns of behavior. I don't know. And somehow you could just easily make a prediction. Maybe even a 5-year-old can make that prediction, and somehow you turn out right. But this is one thing I'm talking about here, guys. You got to listen to. If Myron falls, once they make that official, that publicly official, that they're no longer fucking with Zherka, Zherka is done. I hope you understand that. That is the last possible bridge that Zherka has. And if HeelMike is talking about this right now, all right, you got Destiny talking about this. We don't know what's going on in the background, right? But the fact that they're bringing this up to the surface lets you know that there has been a conversation at some point. So keep that in mind. We are witnessing the end of this guy. Zherka's a has-been as we're watching it right now. It is what it is.
The Fuentes Destiny stream, have you rewatched that? You look like the little who tried to fit in with Fuentes and Destiny.
Oh my god. Dude, HeelMike he's deep in the cycle.
Every time Fuentes says something, you went, ha ha, these bitches are dumb. You
check
look
text.
like
Check
his
this text.
little juice.
Check this. Look at this.
I don't care about the text.
No. You
body
have to
language,
care. You have
body
to care.
language when it happens
Look at this.
shows.
What's this? What's the name here?
What did it say?
It says Myron.
Yep.
When's the last text?
You can say it.
We have a show.
It's okay. You can have a
we
show.
We literally have a show.
I know. After you
look at this.
It, I know.
We got a whole show.
Oh,
do you honestly think Myron's going to approve of any of that? Honestly, you sharing private information just to make a point on a stream that at the end of the day doesn't matter. Do you think Myron is going to appreciate that for very long? Zherka, bro, keep digging yourself.
How do I rewind?
It
says Myron?
Yep.
When's the
Look at these texts, guys.
last text?
You can say it.
Watch this.
We have a show.
Look at all the blue. Oh my god. Look at all the blue.
It's okay.
What the?
You can have
Why would he show this? Bro. Did you see Myron's like one word response?
What's
Hold
the
on.
name here?
what did it say?
It says Myron?
Yep.
When's the last text?
You can say it.
We have a show.
Look at
Okay. You can have a
We
show.
literally have a show.
Damn!
we've got like 2 lines.
I know.
Wow, Sneako. Not Sneako. What am I talking about? Zherka. You telling me Zherka? You texting dude? You blowing up dude's phone like that, bro? Really? Wow. Seems like you desperately need that. You need that help on Fresh and Fit. It's almost like chat. it's almost like Zherka needs Fresh and Fit and some of these other guys that he is currently burning bridges with more than they need him for being a shock jock for cheap clout. Zherka, bro, these signs that you're trying to flex on, they're not looking too good. Mezzo Kareem, there, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Says incestuous little group these guys have are sexual exploit must be really limited. Yeah, because they're all fucking the same girl. Right? I mean, this is kind of what Fresh and Fit has been saying, right? I mean, high-value guys, they end up dealing with the same women, right? And that's what, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have vaguely said something about that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they got, listen, this is the highest of high value you can get. When you get to the point where you're sleeping with each other's girlfriends and whatnot, and then you have petty disagreements with those girls you sleep around with that you share. Maybe this is what it means. Andrew Tate, after all, shares, I don't know if he shares this woman, but they all live in the same house. So, I mean, he shares it with the world on OnlyFans. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is what you have to look forward to as a high-value man. The same kind of guys that scream all day about how they don't want their women to partner up with other men, even to the point where they're ridiculing Sneako for it, end up being the ones who share other women with other men they do business with. It's just so strange to me. All right, but shout out to you. Moxie with the 3-month membership. Shout out to you. Yo, let's get that W in the chat for Moxie. How you doing? Welcome to the street. I appreciate you. I appreciate the membership. Welcome to the family. I appreciate that. Moxie, by the way, has been part of the family for a long time, so just keep that in mind. Moxie is one of the OGs out here, so put some respect on Moxie's name, but shout out to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the membership. For real, guys. Like y'all are really making me want to do like more shit with this channel. Because I know sometimes like I just be doing it because I don't be like, listen, I think these guys are cringe enough as it is, but the fact that this stuff is taking on a movement as it is on its own, like it makes me want to do more with this channel. Like, don't be surprised y'all see me just drop clips like every once in a while, bro. I don't have the time to do it. Eventually, like, I'm gonna have like people editing and doing stuff for me and whatnot to make it a little easier. But for the most part, I'm gonna do it by myself. But like, you guys actually help like me want to do more because it shows that y'all, the fact that y'all a membership, first of all, that money's gonna go towards helping that money, channel, get editors and more stuff. But like realistically, it's just appreciative that how someone can like talk about the stuff makes you guys want to be able to support and help make fun of these red pill weirdos, bro. I didn't think like who want to pay attention to this shit, but the fact that you guys are doing this, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to you, Moxie. But yeah, don't be surprised y'all start seeing clips on this channel, bro. Like real talk, I'm gonna be doing a lot more with it. Moxie again with the $2 super chat says content and clout is all it's content and clout at all costs. Zherka is pathetic. He's the biggest pathetic dude I've ever seen in my entire life. Like seriously.
Look at this. I know.
Would y'all like clip versions of these live streams too as well? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want that. Let me know because I gotta I ask the chat. Put a 1 if you want them clips. Put a 2 if you're like, nah. We probably put the clips on another channel. But maybe we do a 2. Put a 1 if you want clips. Put a 2 if you don't. I'm seriously thinking about it. I might end up doing it anyways, but I want y'all involvement because you guys are the ones that are watching this anyway. So shout out to you. But let me know if y'all want shorter, maybe like 8 to 20-minute versions of this stuff, and then I'll do whatever to make it happen, bro. I appreciate the support. That's how much it means to me. Well, I say all at once.
And he's letting me do it. And you know what he said?
Dude, it's a swarm of blue.
Because it's my ready. No. Look at this. Look. It's a swarm of blue. Because he literally is giving. Hold on. This is good.
You're gonna break my shit.
He's giving me full authority to do the show my way.
I bet he is.
Literally, and this is all my ideas. And check this out.
I don't know what quantity. I
had a $7,000 month rent that he stayed at for free, paid $10,000 a month, 6 months in a row.
Oh, okay. Mike was paying him. I didn't think he was initially. Go on, Mike. $10,000 a month. That's nice.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth about Brokey Boy Zherka. First of all, why is Big Boy holding a puppy like that, dog? Bro got the hamburger palms on the butt. Hey, bro. Hey, put that dog down. Hey, put that dog down right now, dog. Hey, Panda, after the shit I just heard you let the dude get away with, I don't trust you with that puppy. Put that fucking dog down, bro. But damn, Buddy was paying Zherka's rent Buddy was paying Zherka 10 bands, yet Zherka has the balls to come out here and call himself a millionaire with this pathetic dating course, which the girls are supplied by HeelMike himself. So you got a guy paying you, supporting your lifestyle, and here you are burning bridges with the guy. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Again, I think he's a scumbag, but you're burning bridges with a guy who funded you at $10K a month. 10K a month? Jesus Christ, bro. That's a lot of money. Yeah, he's rich, right? He's got 7.4 million people on Twitch. And y'all know, like Twitch, like the average subscription is like $5. So if you multiply $5 times 7 million people, you're looking at about 30 to 35 million people right there. Right there alone. Like, not 35 million people, I'm sorry. $35 million. If you got an average of each subscriber on Twitch paying $5 to watch HeelMike do what he does. So now you can understand, with that kind of money HeelMike is making, $36 million a year, okay? Of course he can afford to pay a lot of these people around him who are orbiting him $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month if you're that Kendall guy, right? And to show you how much stupid money these Twitch streamers are making right now, it's insane.
Nice. That's impressive. And he gave him the free.
Told him I gave him 90% of his clips for his date IQ that he made thousands, hundreds of thousands on. All the clips were from me. And
okay, hey, Zherka tards. I saw you guys in my chat, right? Y'all was saying, "Oh, Duke, he never said that those clips on his date IQ chat was supplied by HeelMike." No, you guys are just hating on Zherka. Then why is HeelMike making this claim? Hey, stupid fucks, why is HeelMike making this claim that 90% of videos were supplied by him? 90% of the clips he had were supplied by HeelMike. So if this doesn't show you how much Zherka leans on a lot of these people outside of his own self right now to help keep him relevant, y'all are stupid. And I guess you guys don't realize why Zherka is on a decline right now. You guys definitely don't understand that, okay? But HeelMike is admitting, yo, if you want to go that route, I not only paid your rent, put $10K every month in your pocket, but even your date IQ clips where you're making thousands of dollars off these stupid-ass young men who are following you, I supplied the clips for that. So what exactly does Zherka do? How much? What value does Zherka actually bring to anybody? Yet he's burning bridges like this. Oh, let's hear that one more time for the Zherka tards in the chat. They want to sit here and say, "No, Zherka, he did it all by himself." No, HeelMike is saying, "I supplied the girls. I supplied the girls," meaning this little date IQ you bozos are paying for, this little date IQ nonsense that you're paying him $40 a month for. Just by the way, he doesn't come up with these girls. He's not even teaching you guys the game. Maybe you watch streams of him raising up girls on fucking those monkey apps and whatnot. But that's listen, those girls are already primed for social media, so they're gonna be primed to listen to guys like him because he's got clout. But at the end of the day, what is date IQ gonna teach the average man about bagging a good woman? Nothing. There's nothing in the cards for that. He's not even getting these girls himself. You guys are being scammed by Zherka. This right here is irrefutable proof that Zherka is a scammer. Zherka is a scammer. He's a scammer through and through. It is what it is. He scams people. He scams you bozos that want to follow him. It is what it is. Just admit you've been scammed. It's okay. Let me just hear HeelMike talk about how he provides 90% of the girls for the clips that Zherka uses. Let's just play that one more time for you tards in the back.
6-month rent that he stayed at.
Literally, and this is all my ideas. And yo, check this out.
I don't know what quantity.
I had a $7,000 month rent that he stayed at for free, paid $10,000 a month, 6 months in a row.
Oh, okay. Mike was paying him. I didn't think he was initially. Good on Mike. $10,000 a month. That's nice. That's impressive. And he gave him the free.
Told him I gave him 90% of his clips for his date IQ that he made thousands, hundreds of thousands on. All the clips were from me.
Oh, say it again. again for these Zherka-tards in the chat. 90% of those clips were from him, not Zherka. He didn't do it himself because Zherka is literally incapable of doing things himself. The 150,000 subs he's got, he was doing it leaning off of other people's streams. All right, those were clips from other people's streams. Zherka can't hack it, okay, by himself, which is so weird to see him burn so many bridges, dog. It's like, why? Why are you doing these? These people are helping your career, dog, right? Listen, 10K a month for 6 months, and you get to keep 100% of your clips. That's a better deal than Pearly was giving out to Sarah Garvey. That's a better deal than Pearl was giving out to King Riches. I crack up every time I think of his name because Pearl no longer needs King Riches anymore. But think about it. King Riches would kill for a Zherka contract than a Pearly contract any day. Any freaking day. Just goes to show you, hey, listen, if you really think about it, there are better deals out there because they're idiots on Twitch that are willing to pay you for being overvalued, essentially. This is crazy to just watch. Let's keep going, chat.
And this guy tries to snake me. I don't like bringing this shit up, but this brings up all the personal shit. So he talks all this shit. He does all that. Yeah.
I think he was saying rent was 10K. No, it sounded like he was saying he gave him free rent and he gave him 10K a month. So he didn't make him pay rent and he gave him 10K. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. He's saying his rent was 7K a month, right? That's his rent to just stay where he's at. But then he let Zherka stay there for free at 7K a month that he was paying. So no percentage was divvied off to Zherka for him to take care of because Zherka is a brokey. But in addition to that, he was also giving Zherka 10 bands a month on top of letting him stay at his crib for free. Zherka, he doesn't do much, bro. Not even the 10 bands a month. He also gives you clips that you're using to market so you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars off these stupid-ass simps and Zherka-tards so you can claim that you have some magic IQ when it comes to dating. Like, that's insane. That's the same amount of claim, bro. That really is.
Insane.
Buddy, yeah, keep going. Keep going.
What does the retard even spend money on that isn't coke? Cocaine, I think, is a really bad drug when it comes to spending money. I think cocaine might be one of the worst because to get really good cocaine can be really expensive, and you can spend like hundreds and hundreds of dollars like in a single day, depending on how good you go. You spend hundreds of dollars in a single day doing a lot of cocaine. It's a really, really, really expensive drug, as opposed to like LSD, where you can spend $10 for 12 hours, or I don't know what the cost is for like Xannies and shit or other like pharmaceutical stuff. I'm not sure. I'm in the psychedelic world, and in the psychedelic world, everything is like cheap as fuck. But like in the course of a week, I think you can spend thousands of dollars on cocaine.
Destiny's not wrong there. He goes in and spends a little bit of time talking about drugs and whatnot, which I would recommend going in and watching if you haven't seen the rest of this clip yet. It's entertaining, informative, right? And it also makes a lot of sense. But yeah, he goes off and talks a little bit about drugs and whatnot. But yeah, it just goes to show you that the downfall of Zherka is imminent, right? But again, even after this particular stream, okay, there was a series of back and forth that Zherka had. Again, because Zherka can't help himself. He has to burn bridges. So we have to go over those tweets real quick, okay? So here's one of them, right? This is right after this stream you guys are watching. So Zherka goes on Twitter because it's his favorite thing. He's like, I want to do a full Fuzi in-depth analysis on his psyche by reacting to the whole thing. This time, no Panda and Mike, who keep derailing the current of energy. Okay. All right. HeelMike then responds, nice recap stream. Oh, wait, you missed it sleeping all day with that hoe. Like the back and forth gets crazy, right? He's like, and Zherka says, get your clout up. Because again, that's what Zherka does. He has to go back to the clout argument. Never mind the fact that this guy invited him to his house at a 7K a month rent, and then also paid him $10,000 on top of that. But here's Zherka saying, get your clout up, right? Okay. And then he also says, you need to become famous too. This year, try harder. HeelMike then says, you spent your whole day cuddling a married whore who blew the whole Panda house already. Get your money up. So again, more ego and sword fighting here and there, okay? And again, this girl they're talking about, this Layla girl, is this chick right here. Okay. She's getting passed around that house. All these girls on there get passed around. Okay, none of them are good girls, but then they try to claim that they're better guys. Okay, and then here's another one. So Zherka said, HeelMike says, Zherka says, we cuddled throughout your whole stream too. It was below average content. So Zherka's making fun of HeelMike's stream. Try adding more porn star to the mix, but make sure they don't meet me, LOL or LUL, right? And then Riz says, holy, and he's crying in Academic's voice. And then, talking about bars, he's talking about Zherka. And then Zherka says, this dude is so bitter because John stopped doing the comedy portion of his stream. Again, I don't know why Zherka thinks he's hilarious. He's not funny. Everyone's laughing at you, Zherka. And it continues. Zherka says, I asked HeelMike to do a stream, and he said no. I did not do his next stream, and he's crying on Twitter, booking a flight. I've never met someone so selfish. Again, this is what Zherka does. He's turning on the people that helped him here. HeelMike then turns out and says, you never asked me anything. You ignored me all day after I got us girls for tonight. You ignored me all day to cuddle with a cum dumpster. Time is money, and the world doesn't revolve around you. You never had a stream plan. All you do is gaslight and lie. Okay, and this cum dumpster is this Layla girl who's also a single mother and has a man waiting for her who's a Mormon somewhere in the backwoods of the United States here. So let's continue. Zherka then says, HeelMike gives me loser energy. Oh, geez. Never a team player with Kendall, Eli, Panda, or the dude who does 80% of his kick comedy farms for free over thousands of hours on his bum stream. He also clocked less than 4 hours on my stream all of 2023. My horror girlfriend did more. This is crazy, bro. Like, again, talk about burning bridges. Zherka is the king of it at this point. And then the burner account says, Mike will only brag about the 3 bottles of $20 champagne he ordered from Uber Eats and expect you to worship him for it. So this is probably a Zherka fanboy who's obviously taking Zherka's side in this, and they're going at it because this is public onto Twitter Square right now. So let's continue. So after that, Zherka then says, he says, HeelMike gives me loser energy, so he needs to apologize to Kendall. I always forgive his selfish ass anyway, so I don't need one from a Pokemon Go playing man-child. Like, look how he's just dissing HeelMike. So then what he ends up doing is posting a clip from not a clip, but a screenshot from Kendall, right? And he goes on to say, Kendall did nothing wrong besides tolerate a drunk, angry maniac dude, LOL. All the sneak dissing Mike does on all of us is gay, and it's time for someone to give him a reality check. So he shares a screenshot with about Kendall with him and Kendall going back and forth, right? Listen, he only shares a certain portion of it because this all blue is Zherka right here. All the blue you see is Zherka. So it says, be safe, Kendall. You are never my coworker. You are generally my friend. And then Kendall says, that's why I always hang out with you off cam. And Zherka says, our path will always cross and I will always do favors for you. Then the next tweet says, HeelMike responds, he says, the reason I left for Texas is because you have been radiating loser energy, sleeping all day with married whore. Your own team even knows it. You recently got a weird ego, and anyone who watched the past stream sees it. Kendall left the team because of you, and you are unbearable. And then Zherka then responds, Kendall said he left because of you. And then HeelMike drops the full screenshot, and here what it goes. So then HeelMike says, are you sure? You realize people lie to you, John. Reality will hit you soon, junkie. And then, because this is heating up. So here's a screenshot. And this is a screenshot from Kendall to HeelMike. And he's saying, all the drama I got to deal with and people's on my ass for $5K per month isn't worth it. My name can't be associated with John. Let me read this one more time. He says, my name cannot be associated with John. So it just shows that John knows this, but he's not telling the full story because he wants to start beef like the little drama girl that he is. So the rest of it, of what Kendall was saying to HeelMike was, your views are up, keep doing your thing, be careful how you move, and whatever you need from me that doesn't involve him, let me know. So he goes on to say, whatever you need from me. I know you fired me, HeelMike, but whatever you need from me, just let me know. Anything that doesn't involve Zherka. So Zherka, you don't have friends here, bro. So let's continue. Zherka then responds saying, imagine yelling at your cameraman who you live with and actually are friends with just because you cannot handle a stream crash when you're off the Henny. And then HeelMike replies, he's replying to HeelMike saying he left because of you with the same screenshot we just went down. All right. And the last one was Zherka basically saying HeelMike will go viral this week in Texas or he will slave away being a streamer forever. All right. So that you guys notice a pattern here. And then we're done with this, right? You notice a pattern what Zherka does. He goes on, starts beef with you on purpose on the stream, bringing up old shit to try to humiliate you. And then when he gets humiliated, right, he then goes on Twitter to try to further humiliate you. And when that doesn't work, he then calls you a snaker, someone who snakes him, someone who betrays him, someone who isn't a real friend, who isn't real supportive. It just goes to show you not only that Zherka isn't working with a few full gears here, but it just shows you that he's responsible for a lot of the beefs that he's starting. And realistically, I don't think he realized how much of an industry the upper echelon of YouTube has become, but he's definitely violating that for himself. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets blackballed from the entire industry, and you'll see his view numbers crash heavy. Even though he has a high sub count, his view numbers are going to crash. And the dam that's going to break, all right, is going to be Myron cutting ties with this bozo. Well, guys, that's all I got for you. I got to hop on another stream where I'm debating, what's his name? Shit, I got to remember it. Hold up, let me pull it up here. Well, I'm debating this guy on condoms, whatever it is. So feel free to check it out. Other than that, that's what I got for you guys today. All right. It's been a long marathon ass stream. All right. But I got to go. But now you guys have full context. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try my best to get this into a clip for you guys so you guys get it. But other than that, it's been a pleasure. As you're heading out today, don't forget to smash the like button, the sub button, and the bell notification so YouTube lets you know whenever we're in these streets. I can't talk properly today because my brain cells are all fried from reacting to these bozos. So I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace. These guys.